Hey guys, welcome back to Horsetooth Cinema Live. We've got a little bit of a crowd today, at least relative to my live streams, but I'm very excited to have all my guests on. I guess I'll start with Nige because it's really Nige his first time being on one of my streams. So how you doing? Hell yeah, man!
I'm all right, my friend. How are you?
Doing great. No, really happy to have you on. I've really enjoyed chatting with you on other streams before. So.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
For sure. We've also got Leon from Leon Talks Film down in the bottom right. How's it going, man?
Hi. Hello. Yeah, not too bad. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for having me on again. I love being on these streams, and I always have a good time on these. So thank you for inviting me.
It's always very easy to invite just you three on, especially just like shooting the shit. You know, it's very convenient. And then Brady, I think this is the first time I've had you on like officially where I knew you were going to be on. I think one time you came on. Like
I think I just kind of barged in. Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all. I sent it to the chat.
Oh no, a little bit though. It was a little bit of barging in.
Cool.
But
yeah,
no.
Well, how you doing?
I want to go to bed. I'll be good with you. My bed is right behind me, dude. I kind of want to just like wheel my chair over there. And just...
You're afraid to do. I like the idea if you just leave your camera on and fall asleep.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've done that during work Zoom calls. I'm like, oh, my camera's not working. My Wi-Fi is not doing great.
Oh yeah, I've done that in classes before. I used to in college. I used to they would have a lecture at 8 a.m. and I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I just put it on and then went back to sleep.
Yeah, you could always broadcast a video of you just sitting there nodding
exactly.
Your head.
And then finally we've got Josh from Through the Lens. How's it going, man?
Oh, wrong
good,
way.
good. I'm Gucci. I'm good.
Nice.
Are you House of Gucci?
Oh fuck that, no.
Oh Lord.
I'm just Gucci. Fuck House of Gucci, man.
House
You should be.
Hello.
You should be House of Gucci.
Alrighty, well,
if you're Gucci, does that mean you resemble somebody's gooch?
Oh.
True.
In certain languages, it might
I've
mean
been
that.
called that before. I've been called a fucking clit before. And stuff like
You've
that.
been called
and
a
I'm
clit?
Like,
The clit isn't the gooch. The gooch is the chin rest.
Oh. Okay.
I'm glad we're already at this point. That's that we don't have that far
Hey,
down.
I didn't want to disappoint you, my friend. Thank you.
Right. Well, I guess I'll start off again with Nige. I guess I'll just ask you, what have you been watching in the last week or so?
I found the Blu-ray remotes. I have watched stuff.
I know at least one thing that you've watched. I hope you bring it up, but I don't. Yeah.
What did I watch? Oh, I saw Jaws at the cinema.
That's the one.
Oh,
Hey!
awesome.
Hey.
Nice.
It was amazing again.
Yeah. Have you
I've
seen it
watched.
at the cinema before, or?
Yeah, about 5 or 6 times now. I think.
Yeah.
I've watched both orphan films.
Oh,
okay.
nice. What did you think?
Now, I love the first one. I've got that on DVD, but the second one, I really did enjoy it. In parts, it felt a bit like a black comedy.
Yeah. It feels very.
I actually was laughing. Yeah, but I was like, wow, this is so different. But it went so well with it.
Yeah.
Technically, you could watch these with first kill first, but that would ruin the twist.
Yeah.
So even though it's a prequel, if you get these, don't watch the prequel first because it'll just ruin the entire thing for you.
Yeah. It'd be like watching Pearl first in some ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I actually showed Pearl to my partner first before showing the Max.
Oh, okay.
I kind of wanted to see how the experience would be that way. I wanted to see how.
Yeah.
I don't know, just how they would react to Pearl as the antagonist of X.
Could be interesting. I feel like Orphan, it'd be worse to do that though, because they're.
Certainly.
I heard both movies are kind of dependent on twists and stuff, but.
Certainly.
Yeah.
And my US 4K turned up with a slip of Jaws 2.
Ooh,
Nice.
So what's that again? You can't beat a bit of Jaws 2. I mean, I'd watched the limited one over here that we got. And you've probably seen I bought the standard one as well, and it turned up, and all you got was the 4K disc and no slip.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Universal do that all the time over here. It's so fucking weird.
The US have got a slip, and you get the Blu-ray, and you get a download code. I did get on a VP thing, and I tried to download the code. They won't let me watch it. Bastard.
Oh, fuck.
Never mind. And then I watched this on 4K, which was glorious.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
I've heard really good things about that
Oh,
one.
it's
Again,
okay.
US edition, no horrible 18 on it.
Nice.
The reason I got the US one of that was because over here they didn't do Reservoir Dogs on a standard edition. You had to get the steelbook. I didn't want the steelbook. I wanted the standard editions with a slip. So I got Reservoir Dogs. I thought, right, I need to get the lot for America now. So I have also got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood on the way now.
Nice.
US.
Are all his films
The
on
Blu-ray is
4K?
missing, but it doesn't
I'm
matter.
trying
It's
to
got
think
not
of,
4K on it.
Like, do Death Proof and Jackie Brown have a 4K?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Cool.
I think
Jackie
Jackie Brown's next.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Yeah, I've heard it's that and Kill Bill.
And Kill Bill.
Oh, I'm surprised Kill Bill doesn't have one yet. That's interesting.
Yeah, it just got announced today for some reissued Blu-rays in the States, like Lionsgate are releasing those, but there's no word on 4Ks yet. I'm hoping it's this year, though, because Kill Bill is my favorite Tarantino, I think. Like, both of them together. I love Kill Bill.
I read yesterday that the 4K is coming out, but what people are saying is they don't know if it's going to be that long cut of both films joined together or not.
Hope so. I do hope it is the whole bloody affair, because I've wanted to see that cut for so long.
That's the one, the whole bloody affair. If it isn't, they still should come out as a set with them both in, at least.
Yeah.
Rather than releasing one, then two, and making it by themselves. It should be so. He classes it as one film, so for me, that's how it should be released.
Yeah, same here. That's how I see it too.
Definitely. Is that it for you in terms of kind of what you've been watching lately, or?
Yeah, I think that's about it. Yes. Oh, this turned. I haven't watched it yet, but I finally got this as well for a really good price.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
That
So
didn't
wait,
get a
that's H2O Resurrection and which one?
Halloween 6.
Yeah, Curse of Michael
Okay.
Myers.
I need to
I
actually.
think I'm the only one on the planet who actually likes Resurrection.
Oh,
You like Resurrection? Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I do. I used to
never seen
love.
that, yeah.
I used to love Rob Zombie's both Halloween films. I love the first one, but the last time I watched the second one, Jesus Christ, with a fucking white horse.
I love.
You can't just make a film without the bitch being in for once.
I love Halloween 2 as well. Like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Yeah, but she's
So
always
apart from
gonna
that
be
as well, the
annoying.
last time I watched it, I felt like really, really down. It was so
Oh, it's miserable.
depressing the way that
Yeah.
like, Laurie was and stuff. Like she was really in a dark place. I was like, right, I'm gonna wait. As soon as the credits come, I'm just gonna go and slit my wrists. It was horrendous. So this was about 2 years ago, and I've not watched it since. I now think Resurrection is better than Halloween 2 Zombie.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I love zombies Halloween films, but yeah, no, I completely get finding. I think both of them are kind of pretty dour. Like, just even the first one in particular with Michael's mom and everything. Like, there is a shot in that scene that is terrifying. It just like engraved in my brain. It's so upsetting. Yeah, but
I
We've
love
also-
that though because the way it goes back and explains like how he was when he was a kid and stuff
Yeah.
like that. A lot of people complained about it. I thought, well, what do you want?
yeah,
Do you
I
want another
like that.
remake of Psycho where they use exact same word for word and stuff?
Yeah.
What is the point of that? He did his own take on it, and I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, no, I love the zombie films. I think they're so fun.
I mean, Leon, in the last year, you and I have also just gone stupidly hard on Rob Zombie movies.
Oh god, yeah. I think Lords of Salem is like one of the best films of the 2010s. I love that film so much. It's
I really
so-
enjoyed that. I don't have it, but I've seen it. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, it's so
However,
good. It looks amazing.
Free From Hell can go and suck its own dick.
Oh yeah, Free From Hell sucks.
I
That
didn't mind Free From Hell.
shit.
I didn't mind it, but it was certainly a step down for me from Devil's Rejects.
But when Halloween Resurrection came out over here, it was kind of described as Halloween or Michael Myers in the Big Brother house, and I thought, oh, sold. I'm having a go at this. So I've always liked it. Weird.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well,
I
as long as
don't
it's
understand the
yeah.
hate it gets. What is it?
I think it's just what is the main
Is it because
reason?
it's like a different thing they've tried, or
Yeah, I guess. I think it might be the mask because isn't the mask CG in that film, and they were
In-
kind of
in-
like complaining.
In places, it is.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, but you
consistent
can't
with-
say film shit just because of a CGI mask.
Mm-mm.
Right.
People really want to destroy the master copy of the film, don't they? Just don't want to buy it or watch it ever again.
Yeah, people hate Resurrection. I don't like
Was that?
Resurrection, but I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world.
I don't want to own Resurrection, but I need to get that Chet Factory box set. It didn't even get a release in Canada either, which stinks because
Wow.
Halloween 1 through 5 all get releases, but because of weird rights issues with Paramount owning the Miramax library and those being from Paramount, they it's the same with like how you showed Pulp Fiction. Like that hasn't got a Canadian release at all on 4K.
That's so
It's
weird.
free, so you can import it, but like still, it's
Oh, and importing is expensive too because the Canadian dollar's like I think 75 cents compared to $1 US.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's not great, and shipping is ridiculous. So
yeah.
but I gotta have a complete Halloween set. I don't want to, but I have to.
Over here now, that's the cheapest I've seen it, and it's on Amazon UK. It ships from Amazon.com, where you buy it on Amazon UK. I think it was 77.
Oh,
Pound?
77.
Okay.
That's not too bad.
I'm actually gonna take a look because I saw somebody on eBay selling that set for I think 100 Canadian with like $3 shipping, which is
Ooh.
basically what you paid. Like it's pretty close to what you paid.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you think, though, when that first came out over here? Like, to get it over here was about 139 pounds.
Yeah, it was so expensive, yeah.
So it's basically halved. So I'm glad I waited now anyway.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, yeah. That's not a bad price whatsoever.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and shift it over to Leon. What about you? What have you kind of been watching lately?
I got my letterbox open. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too long. When's the last time we did a stream? It was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was probably like 2 or 3
I think we
weeks
were like
ago.
40 minutes into the stream before we finally got to a question.
okay, I'm gonna do a
be,
speed round.
It would have been 2 weeks ago because I was on vacation. I wasn't able to make it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
2 weeks.
So, okay, I'll just go from the 4th of this month. So, 11 days worth of films. So, I saw Sabotage by David Ayer, which me and Brady watched. It was it's okay, but I didn't like adore it or anything. I think it's got some it's probably the most violent 15 rated film I've ever seen in my entire life. But it's very clear that it was kind of hacked down from the like studio and everything, and it's not what Ayer intended to release, so it was okay. Rewatched Tenet, which is very fun, but it's really dumb. Ultimate stupid core film. Tenet's so stupid, but it's very fun. Seeding of a Ghost, which is a Shaw Brothers film, like Shaw Brothers horror film. Really insane film. It's kind of like if you mixed Hellraiser with Death Wish 2.
Interesting.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. It's like Hellraiser, Death Wish 2, and a bit of Possession. It's kind of nuts.
I will say I've only seen one Shaw Brothers film, but like they basically are like really weird meshes of stuff like that. Like you've got body horror, you've got martial arts, you've got like all this crazy stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it's nuts. But yeah, I like that quite a bit. I watched with Brady. He had never seen this before, but we watched Showgirls.
Yep.
Amazing.
Don't spoil the plot. I haven't seen it yet. Somebody sent me on DVD to watch.
Oh, don't worry, I won't spoil it, but it's incredible. I liked it the first time I watched it. This was my second viewing. I fell in love with it this time. It is so entertaining. It's so fun. It's so silly.
I love it.
Watching Showgirls made it feel like there was a gas leak in my house. Kind of felt like that. Kind of felt like I was inhaling some sort of strange chemical.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I don't know. I don't think. I don't think it had a positive effect on my mind.
Oh,
This doesn't sound promising.
Oh, it's great. It was great. I watched Video Diary of a Lost Girl, which is a kind of new film. So this film came out in like 2013, but it's finally got a Blu-ray release now. The slipcover is like amazing. It's a US American Genre Film Archive Vinegar Syndrome release. And this is basically just like a love letter to like 80s horror and like the VHS era. It's just about a woman who works in like a video store in like modern day, but she weirdly gets transported into all these old VHS films. I don't want to say much more. It's kind of like an internet version of Speed Racer by the Wachowskis. Like it's very weird, but I really loved that. And then I also watched Steel and Lace, which is a film about a woman who takes these guys to court because they like sexually assaulted her. They get off. They don't get like a sentence for it, so she commits suicide, but her brother's an engineer, so he decides to bring her back to life as a killer robot so she can go and avenge herself, like kill all of the people who assaulted her. And it's also got special effects makeup from the guy who did the original Terminator film. It's pretty fun. It's not great or anything, but I thought it was pretty decent. We watched Spice World, me and Brady.
Yes, we fucking did. Yes, we fucking did.
Spice World is so good.
It is so good.
It's like this is Spinal Tap, but for the Spice Girls.
I mean, it's just a really nutty remake of A Hard Day's Night.
Oh, it's so silly. It's so silly, but it's very
I'll
funny.
tell you what I want, what I really fucking want.
We watched
Zig-a-zag,
Zig-a-Zag.
Zig-a-zag.
Did you both run out afterwards shouting down the street, "Go power" and all that shite?
Girl power.
I kind of feel like I need to have a shirt that says "Girl Power" now.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
Here's one that I think Nige might like a bit more. We watched Enter the Dragon. Brady had never seen it. We watched that for the first time. Do you like Enter the Dragon?
I've never seen it. I don't like martial arts films.
Really? Wow.
The closest I get to martial arts is the Karate Kid.
Okay.
Don't tell Leon that.
Yeah.
Don't
just do
tell
nothing
Leon
for
that
me.
he's going through a big martial arts phase right now. He'll hurt his feelings.
I am. I'm watching so much martial arts cinema. I love it. But yeah, Enter the Dragon. Brady watched it for the first time. It kind of won you over in the end, didn't it? Like you were a bit like iffy on it, but
It did. Yeah.
yeah. I love Enter the Dragon. And then because Paul Rubens passed away recently, we revisited Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The first time I watched that was like 2 years ago, and I wasn't huge on it. Like I found Pee-wee really annoying, but I liked the film around him. But this time it kind of just clicked for me. I got it, and I loved the film. I thought that was super fun. We watched TMNT 2007, the animated one. Me and Brady did. And
Don't forget that we watched Ninja Turtles 3 too.
oh, that was before. Yeah, we watched
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles 3. That's fucking awful. It's terrible.
That is fucking awful.
I don't want to talk about that one. But
We're gonna act like we didn't watch it.
Yeah, we didn't watch it. 2007's fine. It's aged a bit poorly, like animation wise, but it's inoffensive. I watched No Hard Feelings.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really like No Hard Feelings. It has like the best action scene of the year. No spoilers, Nige, if you haven't seen it.
I fancy seeing that. Is that the one with her out of the Hunger Games? What the hell?
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Mhm.
It's very fun. I think you'd have a good time with it. I thought it was really charming.
Yeah, I saw it like randomly in theaters one day when I had time to kill, and I really enjoyed it. I had a fun time with it for sure.
Oh, it's so fun. We watched the Bay, Michael Bay Turtles films. We watched the first one. One of the worst films I've ever seen in my entire life. Genuinely, like bottom 10. I hated that 2014 Turtles film.
It's awful. It is
It's
really.
horrid.
I hate that I even rewatched that because I hadn't seen it since opening night.
Yeah, but then we watched Out of the Shadows, the sequel to the Bay one, and I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I thought it was pretty fun.
I really like it.
Yeah, I think it's such an improvement on every level. It's more entertaining, the action's better, it's funny, you actually kind of care for the characters. The designs are still really iffy. I don't like the designs, but they're better. Like
I don't know if really iffy is the word to describe it. I think really fucking gross.
Yeah.
Like really, really fucking gross.
They're horrible looking, but yeah, that was okay. I watched. Now, Nige, I'm curious if you'll have seen this and what your thoughts on it are. I watched The Rage Carry 2.
I do have that. I've seen it once, but I might have been drunk and can't remember much about it.
Okay, yeah, I really had a fun time with it. I thought it was pretty decent. All
A long
things
time
considered.
ago. Well, I just
Yeah.
love it. I will
Yeah,
watch it because I love Gary.
Yeah, give it a rewatch. I was surprised by how much I had fun with it, really. Like, it does borrow a lot from that original film, like, in terms of its structure and where it ends up going, but I think it has such a 90s kind of, like, angsty, like, I don't know, like, metal edge to it, which I thought was really fun. Like, to put Carrie, or, like, the universe of Carrie in that kind of world, I thought that was fun. So, yeah, no, I liked The Rage 2. The Rage Carrie 2, sorry.
Considering you described it as like edgy new metal cinema, I'm all over that.
Oh yeah,
Early 2000s teenage angst with ridiculous violence just sounds like something up my alley.
The violence gets very ridiculous. The Protector with Jackie Chan. This is not a martial arts film, actually. It's more so just like an American action film with Jackie Chan. This is one of the ones he made before he went back to Hong Kong to make a Police Story, because this is actually a film where he plays a police officer. It did really, really poorly in the States, so he went back and he was like, I'm going to make a film about a police officer and actually show you guys how it's done. But I still thought this was pretty fun. It's from the director of The Exterminator, if anyone's seen that.
I love The Exterminator.
So fun. I really like The Exterminator. And yeah, no, this is good too. Like, if you like The Exterminator and you like that kind of, you know how, like, vile The Exterminator is, like, tonally? It kind of has that feeling. Like, there's a sequence early on where Jackie Chan's in a bathroom and he shoots a guy, and there's just, like, blood squibs that spray the bathroom, and I was like, Jesus. For, like, a Jackie Chan film, I wasn't expecting that. But, you know, it's fun. It's definitely not what Chan wanted to make, but I still had a fun time with it. I watched The Chinese Boxer for my Shaw Brothers series on YouTube, which is the first ever true, like, kung fu film before the wuxia film movement, where it was like kind of like the big, like, they're flying on the wires, the swords and all that stuff. This was the first proper kung fu film, and it really surprised me because there's a sequence in it where the lead character faces 100 adversaries at once, and I was like, this is just Kill Bill. And then after that, it transitions into a fight scene in the snow, and I was like, okay, Tarantino's gotta like this one then. So yeah, that was fun. We all watched Wild Things, or me, Josh, and Jackson watched Wild Things. I won't say too much about it because
fucking love that film.
It's so good.
We had so much fun.
It's amazing.
I saw that at the cinema when it came out. I was like, Jesus Christ! The twists in it were ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
Twists in the movie.
And then just when you think something's like, yeah, this is good, and then something you go, fuck, well, I didn't see that coming, and I didn't see that coming.
It's every couple of minutes. It's just another reveal. I adore Wild Things. It's so good. And then
You should have heard me on the call. Like,
you were just like, what the fuck?
like
Did you like it, Josh?
I'll get to it in a minute, but like every 5 minutes, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Another one?" Like, I'll get to it in a minute, but yeah.
I'll skim through these. I watched 4 films last night or yesterday. I watched Rye Lane, which I know Jackson and Josh really, really loved, and I loved it too. I thought it was great. Very, like, Wes Anderson, Edgar Wright-y. I love, like, the wide-angle lens for most of the film. It feels super unique. Like, I really like that directorial choice, visual style. I watched Hypnotic, the Robert Rodriguez film. It's so terrible, but it's so fun. It's really bad, but it's really entertaining.
Trash.
Never heard of it.
It's the one with Ben Affleck in it. He plays like a detective looking for his daughter, basically.
It's funny because Ben Affleck doesn't give a shit. It's funny
he doesn't
care.
about it.
So it's nothing like Machete or anything like that.
No. It's like him trying to make Inception.
No, I've seen like quite a few Robert Rodriguez films now, and this was like by far the worst direction I've seen in one of them, I think. And I'm even saying that in comparison to like the Spy Kids movies and stuff like that. Like it's bad, but it's so baffling that it's kind of enjoyable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like Planet Terror.
I like Planet Terror.
I don't know how anybody likes it better than Death Proof. I love Death Proof.
No.
Oh,
Death Proof's
so
way
good,
better.
Yeah.
Death Proof's so good compared to Planet Terror.
Everybody says like, no, Planet Terror's better. I'm like, are you on fucking drugs?
No, Death Proof is incredible. Like, I love Death Proof, and Planet Terror is just
Finally,
it's fun, but it's not great. It's really not great. I watched Reality, which was pretty damn good. HBO film about Reality Winner, who's a woman who leaked. Was it like
It was a confidential.
Russian...
It was a confidential document about I think it was about U.S. election to do with Russia and the Democratic nation.
And U.S. elections.
Yeah,
she basically leaked it, and a lot of the film is about like inspectors coming to her house and investigating her about it and asking questions. It's pretty anxiety inducing. I was impressed by it.
Yeah, I think the really interesting thing is the investigators like recorded that conversation secretly, and that whole transcript was available, so they use every line of dialogue that was actually used in real life in the film, like even if they like flub a line and like mess up or something. Very like, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, it's a very gimmicky movie, but I didn't mind that. I thought, hey, it's an interesting fresh take on something like this, and I thought that was great. And then I watched Sympathy for the Devil, which is the new Nicolas Cage film. I think I've talked about it in the group chat a little bit.
He's literally the profile picture.
Yeah, he's my profile picture on Facebook right now and in the group chat. But it's a film about Joel Kinnaman, the guy from Suicide Squad, Rick Flag or whatever. He's basically, his wife's about to give birth in hospital. He's going to drive down to see her and everything. And then Nick Cage in a red suit with dyed red hair gets in his car and he's like, "You're taking me somewhere, otherwise I'm going to fucking kill you." So it's like Collateral. Yeah, it's basically Collateral with Nicolas Cage going crazy. I think I sent a few clips and stills of the film in the group chat, and it's pretty wild. It's got probably my favorite Cage performance since Pig, but in terms of like pure freak out Cage, it's probably my favorite since Mandy. Honestly, like it's so good. Awesome. And that does it. I watched a lot. Anyway,
Group Sexist.
Awesome.
Damn, can that man talk? Holy fucking shit!
What about you, Brady?
I got the list, and I'm gonna be way faster than Leon.
Hell yeah.
A fucking snail's way faster than Leon.
Oh, I know. And I'm not gonna repeat the ones that he said that I watched with him.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna repeat. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, please don't.
There's not many. I'm not watching 6 films in an afternoon. Right. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. I like it. We got The Meg. I could wipe my hands with that film. We watched Sabotage together. I watched Wreck or Record. Showed it to my partner, and they audibly screamed at multiple points, and then wanted to sleep with the lights on. Then we watched the Child's Play remake, and I don't like it. It's kind of a guilty pleasure in places, but I don't really like it. We watched the new Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie, and it was fucking dog shit. I've had it on my shelf for probably 9 months, and it's dog shit. I watched.
I don't think he was keen on that one.
No, I don't think so.
I watched Solo, and I
Oh
almost
my
fell asleep.
fucking
What's
god!
that
Brady.
like? I've never seen it.
I almost fell asleep.
I thought you said you almost threw up.
There were sections, but it gets very repetitive. It gets kind of draining. I don't know if that's on purpose. Maybe I don't like desensitizing you. Desensitizing you to all the piss and shit and blood.
Oh my god! I didn't know all that was in it.
There's a lot of poop. There's quite a bit of poop eating.
And
You're not into...
No.
All right. So I watched Solo. I kind of want to sell my Criterion now. I don't. Yeah. Then
sell it to Nigel. Nigel love it.
Yeah. You want it?
Oh god! Eating shit.
Pink flamingos all over again.
Yeah, so Solo, then I watched the We Bare Bears movie, if you guys know that cartoon. It's very cute.
Yep.
It was a cute movie. I like that cartoon. And then I watched Talk to Me, and I complained about it in the group chat to Jackson at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we were both kind of mid on it, I think.
We had
Oh,
pretty
fucking
similar
damn it!
Yeah,
we had pretty similar takes for the most part.
I think so.
I-
Yeah.
The
Oh,
number one
boy.
thing that we both agreed on is that it's just like a shittier remake of Hereditary.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Right? Can you get worse than that?
Oh,
it takes different elements too. I mean, yeah. For me, it was very derivative of a lot of different movies that I just thought did it better. Yeah, Hereditary was one. I thought about The
Hereditary is
Exorcist
so
a fair
good.
amount too.
my big thing is just it didn't have anything clever to set it apart from
I don't
what
think
it was
so.
kind of what it was aping. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It just I still liked it, but I can't help but be a little bit let down by people
Yeah.
being like, "Oh, this is the best horror movie of the decade." And
I know. Yeah. I don't
mean,
get it.
I like the hand. I like the hand. I kind of want
It's
to
a cool
shake it.
look. Yeah.
I kind of want to.
I just want to say I love that Josh, a lover of this film, is sandwiched in between you guys as you're like making fun of people who love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking
No.
pissed.
If you love
I
it,
come to
if
the
you love it, that's
conclusion that
great.
people at A24 are just fucked in the head.
They do
Maybe.
distribute weird shit.
You are
With the
one of them.
exception of X Pearl and
Maxine.
no, I haven't seen it yet. Blondie? Wicker Man updated?
Midsummer.
That's the one. I love
Wicker
that.
Man updated.
Oh yeah, that's great.
You knew what I meant when I said
pretty
it.
much,
That's basically-
it's
I like-
pretty much yeah.
I just like that he said Blondie.
I was thinking blonde for a second.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah,
blonde.
me too.
Don't you fucking dare talk. No, I've had enough of that fucking movie now. I had to rewatch it. I saw her blow JFK for like 2 minutes.
Dude, I blow JFK.
Marilyn Monroe in Blonde.
Fucking.
Or Ana de Armas playing Marilyn.
I saw her
Monroe
get
in-
slapped
There we
up by
go.
her mother. I saw a POV shot of Bobby Cannavale running up the stairs. Like, I've had enough of that fucking film now.
Josh, you're telling me though. You're telling me you wouldn't blow JFK. And you mean that wholeheartedly?
Let me get back to you on that one.
I have, he was shit.
He was not good at it, no.
He was not good at getting a
Wait, I was
BJ.
gonna say, how can you be bad at receiving? Like it's you don't have to do
Maybe
anything.
if you have really bad nerve damage. Maybe if you have
Didn't
really
leak
bad nerve
enough.
damage.
That's funny.
was that it for you, Brady?
Yeah.
There we go. Awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't log the Pope's Exorcist yet because I kind of forgot we watched it already.
Oh, it's so fun.
And then Josh, what about you?
All right, so I'm gonna go from the fifth.
Okay.
Because I've hardly watched anything like usual. I've been working a lot, and
You wouldn't believe
just-
it, but Josh watched Blonde. Crazy.
please stop. Stop reminding me. I watched the Jake Paul documentary on Netflix because it was sat in front of me.
Hey,
I
my
hate the
dad
guy
watched
even
that
more
too.
now.
My dad came up to me and said, "Hey, do you know who Jake Paul is?" And those are
The
words that I
guy-
never want to hear come out of my father's mouth.
Is it RuPaul's dad?
I wish.
No, it's somehow
wish.
worse. He
Oh,
is a
how?
cunt.
How?
Jake Paul's a cunt.
Oh, now he's being mean
is,
to RuPaul. Oh,
like, he's not even that good of a boxer. Like, he's had 3 fights and lost to a pro boxer. Like, because he fought MMA fighters who were like 50 to 60. And he's like, oh, look at me, I'm the best boxer. He fights a pro boxer, gets knocked on his ass.
hey, his
He's
brother's a
not
good
good.
wrestler at least.
Yeah, Logan Paul's a decent wrestler.
Logan Paul is a very good pro wrestler.
Yeah. Anyway, Saw 3, we watched together, me and Leon.
Yes.
Despised it,
that-
hated it.
Yeah, that one sucks, but it's still very entertaining.
Oh, you're the fucker he's watching them with.
Yeah, he's
He
making me
hates
do
them.
it
Tell
now.
him to stop.
I'm making him watch them
Why? He hates them.
because he liked Saw
Practically
2.
are, motherfucker.
He
You
also
practically
likes
are.
fucking After Sun, After Life, After Winter, After Summer, whatever you call the fucking thing.
I need to get him into
He
it.
does
I
not like horror. He does not like Saw films. Will you watch a Saw film? No, Sam, I am. I fucking won't watch a Saw film.
It's kind of entertaining.
It's entertaining for you hearing me just cringe because of the needle bit in the third one. Was it the third
While
one?
all
Leon?
those Saw fans
one.
Was it the third
While
one?
all those
Leon?
Saw fans just call him a whiny little bitch for dissing them.
I mean, Leon, you also made Josh watch fucking KFC with us. So.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you got-
god.
Yeah, but that was
Have you heard
actually.
of this? Have you heard of this, Nige?
It is
KFC?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
Vietnamese
it's not
film
what you
called
think.
KFC. It's not what you think. It's
No.
it's kind of a Saw film in parts, but yeah.
And fucking Leon makes him watch it, and he's like, "Come on, Brady, you own the Blu-ray. Come watch KFC." And then like fucking 4 PM, I got people in the house, and they're hearing this fucking Vietnamese splatter flick while they're trying to fucking eat. I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Leon." Leon, you fucker.
Damn.
The poster is like a little kid, a little Vietnamese kid about to eat a hand. Like
Yeah.
It's
Are
fun.
you a hand? A human
Yeah.
hand?
Oh
You know
yeah.
what's
And that's
funny?
not even the
Le-
worst thing. That's
No.
one
Be
of the
people's
tamer
fucking
things.
minds.
That's
know
one of the
what's funny?
tamer things.
Leon told me to watch it, so I watched it with him. I had it in like that small up in the corner because it was. I was like, I don't want. I
You
don't know if I
fucking
wanna watch it.
tortured the boy. Leon, you tortured the boy. Come on now.
I saw a guy kill somebody, then fuck them.
Nice.
Like,
You do
great
realise
film,
that Josh
man.
has nightmares about Paddington, don't you? And you're showing him that shit.
Hey
Alright,
man, I just own the Blu-ray. Don't blame me.
No comment. No
but
comment.
yeah, Saw 3 was bad.
Oh yeah.
Wrong!
I liked number 2, Nige. I liked number 2.
Number two.
Leon's
You
bad.
actually liked it.
Oh yeah.
Leon
Saw 2 is
liked
good.
that one.
Number
I found
two
it.
is just
I found it so
it's just
fucking
a
funny.
fucking.
So it's not
Just a
supposed to be
haunted house
fucking
movie.
funny.
It is. It is kind of
It
supposed
is.
to.
It is funny.
Every nerve, I'm not going to say what, but every nerve in my body goes on edge at the syringe pit. That's all I'm
Oh
going to
yeah,
say.
yeah. Saw
Oh,
2. Saw
that
2.
number
Oh,
two?
the thought of that.
I thought that
And I've
was.
I
even
have an
seen how to
irrational
do
fear.
it. It doesn't make it any easier. It just looks
I have an
far too
irrational fear of
realistic.
needles too, so it doesn't help.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, the animated one. It was good. That's what I say.
I wish you fucking hadn't.
It was good. It was good. I watched a short film on movie called Blue Jeans.
I'm still
It
listening.
was-
to something. Was it about pants?
No, it was from 1958, and it's basically just these two guys trying to get women down at the beach. It was
Typical.
it was weird.
Go get some bitch.
It's very Italian. That's what I'll say. It's very
Nice.
Italian.
Very good.
Is it like
um,
Mamma Mia?
Hey,
spaghetti and shit?
typical!
Literally, like they ride up to these poor women with their Vespas and block their ways, and then they're like, "Oh, hello, good looking."
It is
and all this, and
the
they just
Exorcist.
swoon.
Those cheeky little Vespa riders, them.
I
But how
watched.
Italian we talking? Like we talking like Mamma Mia and shit?
Or are we talking
Like,
Dario Argento?
Yeah, there's
like-
two kinds of Italians in film.
It's like we like kind of Italian.
Mamma Mia.
Mamma mia.
The Jared
Mamma mia,
Leto.
pizza buyer. Yeah.
The Jared Leto of Italians.
Like
I
we
watched-
talking Super Mario or Pizza Pie?
Fucking hell, they're Italian.
When's the your Dol Mio day? That one.
Yeah.
I watched the Beanie Bubble. Because
Are you making these fuckers up? The Beanie
bad.
Bubble.
It's about
about
Beanie Babies.
It's about a what?
Beanie Babies.
Do you know?
You
it was
need psychiatric help.
And you say I'm making him watch weird stuff.
Beanie Butt,
It-
fuck me
Bro,
backwards and
it
call
was
me
on
Rupert.
It was on Apple TV. And I was like, fuck it, there's nothing else on Apple TV. I might as well just watch that while I've got the service for a week. And it was
gonna
bad.
say fuck. I was gonna say fuck. Do you?
Tell
pay
you
for
what, I've got the
Apple
service
TV?
rate. I want to watch the shittest thing I can find. I tell you what, I've seen it and hate it. I want to watch Men. No, that's never going to happen. Just because it's there, I'm not going to watch the fucker. Beanie, what was it again?
Beanie Bubble, it's bad.
Beanie
it's bad.
Bubble.
It's bad. I did not like
No,
it.
no shit.
Fucking hell, okay. I watched What Comes Around with Kyle Garner and
Nice.
Chrissy from Stranger Things.
Oh
Yeah, it was. I can't tell if it was bad or not. It's got like the style of like a really shitty Daily Wire Ben Shapiro film, but it's kind of fascinating, and Kyle Garner's really good.
Okay.
It's interesting. Then I watched Julia with Leon.
Oh my god, I didn't say Julia. I forgot about talking about Julia.
The
Oh
Chris,
my
the Chris
God.
Stuckman film, which is basically just a script on a screen for 10 minutes.
It's so bad. It's so fucking bad.
What's
It
wrong
was
with these
so bad.
people?
It was so bad that I was in the Discord call with them when they were trying to watch it, and I left and said, "Give me a call back when it's done."
Yeah, he didn't want to
I
even
didn't-
hear it.
So there is a
I
sensible
did-
one there, look.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't even want to be in the same area. Like, no. You
Oh, it's
enjoy
so
your
funny.
trash.
For context, Nige, so do you know Chris Stuckman, YouTuber, like movie reviewer guy?
No.
He's got a couple million subscribers. He's one of the really popular like reviewers on YouTube. And in 2011, he basically made like a short film that was like, you know, the film Drive from like 2011 with Ryan Gosling.
I've heard of it, but I've not seen it.
Okay, that's kind of like a neo-noir thriller type thing. And he tried to
Right.
basically make his own version of that with no money. And he also didn't film the whole thing, but still released it with missing scenes. And during those missing scenes, the screenplay scrolls down on the screen. It is one of the worst things ever. You've kind of got to see it. It's so bad, it's kind of hilarious.
No, thank you. I'll just take your word for that.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah, I couldn't believe what I was watching, honestly.
It's pretty fucking embarrassing.
It's terrible.
Then I watched Clouds on, well, I would say Disney Plus, but the cunts removed it, because they're dumb. They removed a film about a true story about a guy who has cancer and writes a song, and they decided to remove that. Like, cheeky fucks, because that movie's good. I like it.
Okay. Okay, no,
He's got away with words, hasn't he?
Well, Disney are cunts, bro. Like, they're putting it up. They're putting up Disney Plus to $10.99 a month.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you gonna pay that?
Ridiculous.
You suckers keep paying it. I'm
They're
going
cancelling
fuck
it.
off.
I'm waiting for Theatre Camp to come on there, and then I'm cancelling it. That's what I'm doing.
Dude,
Um,
I just got my friend to pay for mine, and I said, "Oh, I'll pay you half every month," and then I stopped.
You're turning into Pete, you are. Like, getting
Oh,
other
yeah.
people to do shit.
Oh yeah, now I'm just sitting
Um,
there. I'm like, "Ooh, free service."
Yeah, to repeat, tight as a nun's chuff.
Yeah, exactly. But Euphoria, Trouble Don't Last Always, the spin-off episode kind of thing. Leon will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the first bridge episode, yeah.
I've seen it 6 times.
Oh, it's good.
think-
It's great. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things ever, which is my profile picture on Facebook now. Wild Things, which I actually liked quite a bit.
I bet you did, you filthy beast.
Oh, I was saying to Leon, what the fuck is happening most of the time?
He's going,
Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck is happening? Put that in my wank bank.
You just don't lie, Josh. You just heard about Denise Richards' boobs, and you're like, "Oh, wooga," and that's why.
Oh, yeah.
What one was Denise Richards? What one?
Don't lie.
The
Don't
one that's
try and
not
act.
Neve Campbell.
I don't
Yeah.
know who
Don't
she
lie.
was.
Oh,
I've
wooga.
never...
Did you see the scene at the end when the titles were going on the
Yes!
director's cut?
Yes.
I
That's
had not
so
seen that
funny.
before. I was like, whoa.
It's so
They
funny.
didn't offer me that part, the bastards.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
the
it.
part with Matt Dillon and Denise Richards.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's like, I love it how it says the end of it and it just keeps going.
Yeah, yes, it certainly does.
It's funny. It's like I described it to Josh as it's like a Saw film without the horror, just because of like the twists and reveals, and it's like it's so fun.
Kinda, yeah.
It's very funny.
The
like,
twists
the
in
whole,
it are ridiculous.
Oh,
the
there's
whole
so
courtroom
many.
stuff. Like the whole
Oh.
courtroom stuff, you would think that would be at the end. It's literally in the first half hour.
Yeah.
It's-
I know the structure of it is very confusing for sure, but it
Yeah.
works well in hindsight for sure.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I'm gonna talk about this last thing, and then I've got to go for about 10 minutes, and then I'll be back.
Cool.
Okay.
And that Don't Worry, Darling, I watched today.
Okay.
Again, and it clicked to me what it was trying to say. It was trying to say like, oh yeah, what if a society was run by men, and then those men and
What
the
if?
women basically try and fuck. All right, society's run by men in this utopia, right? And then the whole idea is that the women rebel against it so that they can have some kind of say. But it's weird because Olivia Wilde said that she would actually live in that utopia, so it kind of counteracts what she's trying to say. It's not a good movie that much, but Florence Pugh is good. It looks nice. That's about it. I have to say about it. Harry Styles is so funny though.
We need to pull up that clip of him explaining the film at the premiere, calling it a real film movie. It's like a real go to the theater movie film. Or he's a fucking idiot.
It's like a real film movie.
But anyway,
movie.
I need to head off for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. I'll
do
get
something,
back when
but
you come back.
I'll be right back.
Cool.
All right,
Okay.
Josh, enjoy
See you
taking
in a
a
sec.
shit.
See you soon.
I'll enjoy.
Oh, I've thought of another one I watched for the first
What?
time ever. Kurt Russell Breakdown.
Oh, Breakdown's really good. I like Breakdown.
Oh my god, blew my mind. I loved it.
Kind of like The Hitcher. Reminds me a bit of The Hitcher.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Oh, it's good though. Yeah, I
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I need to import that. I want that.
And a couple of weeks ago, for the first time, I also saw the Korean film. I saw The Devil.
I really want to see that.
I need to see that as well.
Yeah.
I'm big into Korean.
Holy
stuff,
shit!
yeah.
I've
It
heard
is
it.
brutal.
Yeah.
South Koreans love violence in their films.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
Well,
what it is.
I wasn't going to watch it, because I don't like watching films normally with subtitles, because usually by the time you're ready, you miss something that's happened. But it's not like that, because you can quickly read it and you don't miss anything. A bit like The Last Matinee, that was like that.
Oh, The Last Matinee's really good.
That's excellent. But I saw The Devil. When I looked, I was like, "You shitting me, aren't you? This is Terrifier 2 all over again. 2 hours and 20 minutes."
Jesus, Terrifier 2 levels of violence.
And it went like that. No, I mean the running time, 2 hours 20 minutes. And
Okay.
it went like that. But yeah, the violence is really fuck me. It's excellent.
Okay.
I cannot recommend that film enough. Honestly, if you haven't seen it, wow.
I really want to see it.
I'm gonna check that out at some point.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'll just run through like the last week or so. I rewatched Enter the Void, which is my favorite Gaspar Noé movie. Kind of like it's like his 2001 basically. But it's not like sci-fi. It's just like very experiential. It's about somebody dying basically, and it's like
I've heard it's very weird.
Very weird for sure. I don't think you would like it, Nige, to be honest.
No, that's what.
And I watched a couple other.
Film.
I watched a couple other things that I know you don't like, Nige, and that's Bond movies. I watched Live and Let Die and The Man with the Golden Gun, neither of which I liked. But I do like Bond, but just I'm having a rough time with early Roger Moore, that's for sure. I watched Black Sunday, the Mario Bava movie. It's his first film. I don't know if you've seen it, Nige.
No, I'm curious about that one though.
Yeah, it's kind of, so it's not like his usual stuff. It's kind of like a Hammer film. Even better. Yeah, it is more violent and everything, but the setting is very gothic. It's very much like a tale of like a witch and her and stuff like that. I really enjoyed it personally.
Does it have an hour release in the States? Because it does over here.
I think it does. I think I saw it at the old video store.
Is that Barbara Thingy out of Piranha?
Barbara Steele?
Steele, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is, yeah.
She's an English actress, but that's obviously must be an Italian film, I'm assuming, is it? If it's Mario Bava.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I watched the Italian. I watched it with subtitles. That's how I usually do for Italian films. But there's a dub light thing too. Yep. And then I watched. I showed a good friend of mine Double Indemnity, which is one of my favorite noir films. Really, really cool. It's we were talking about it, and we both found it a lot funnier than I found it a lot funnier than I remembered it being. It's almost like a 40s version of something like Basic Instinct a little bit. But it's not as like overtly sexual, but there is a lot of innuendo that's really, really funny, and it's like impressive that they were able to get that into the that time period. I also rewatched Color Out of Space, which is a really cool Lovecraft film with Nick Cage going crazy. It's kind of like it's kind of like a riff on The Thing a little bit. It's really cool.
Is that another weird one?
Kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I wouldn't say
I've heard strange things about it. I don't know it specifics, but I've heard people go, it's a bit weird.
I think you'd like it because it's more horror influenced.
It's like
you think I might like that one?
I think there's a good chance. There's lots of really good like practical effects with like kind of creature horror and stuff like that. It's I really like it. I think it's pretty underrated.
Yeah, it's like based on like a Lovecraft story and everything. So if you're into that kind of thing, you'll dig it.
Yep. I watched Mission Impossible. Finally caught up with it, the new one anyway. It was all right. I mean, it's hard to deny how entertaining those movies are nowadays, but like, I don't know. I'm not as in love with this, Tom Cruise, kind of directed movies where he's basically just trying to fulfill his wish of eventually dying on camera. But it's still pretty entertaining. Huh?
Is that what he's actually said? I want to die on camera.
That's just my theory about it. Like that's because he's doing these insane stunts, and he's I don't know. That's kind of how.
Oh yeah.
I got a few more here. I watched Pleasure, which is a movie about the porn industry. It's kind of like Showgirls. Actually, it's really close to like the Showgirls formula, but just like picture that, but about porn.
It's also really fucking gross.
It's really gross. It's pretty disturbing. It didn't really work for me as much as I wanted it to, but it's a solid directorial debut, I thought.
And then a lot of too. Like
for sure.
I still need to see it. Yeah.
And then Wild Things, which we talked about, which was a lot of fun. And then yesterday, and then I rewatched Evil Dead 2 with Renee. I just kind of needed a feel-good movie for me, and that's kind of become one of those.
God bless.
And then last night, I also watched for the first time a late Abel Ferreira film called 444: The Last Day on Earth.
Yes.
Which is a very weird film. It's basically about the scientists have determined that the end of the world is coming because the ozone has collapsed, and basically at 4:44 a.m. like the next day the world's going to end, and so it's just about how this couple experiences the last day. It's a really cool premise. I liked it a lot, but I don't. It is very much a late period Abel Ferreira film.
Yes,
it's very slow, very arty. Hard to get into, I imagine, for a lot of people, but I really enjoyed it. I kind of connect with that era of his career. So
there's nothing cool about anything to do with the end of the fucking world. It terrifies me.
Yeah, you said you'll never watch Threads or Oppenheimer.
Fuck that, no, absolutely not.
Was it just me who kind of for 444? Did you also get vibes of like Melancholia and Antichrist, like Von Trier stuff?
Especially Melancholia, yeah.
Yeah, it felt super like kind of because Melancholia was same year, right? Like that was 2012 too.
It was 2011. Yeah, I think they were both 2011. Yeah.
Oh, okay, 2011. My bad. Yeah. But yeah, no, I really like that. I watched that for the first time like 2-3 months ago on Tubi or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's a good film. It's a really good film.
No, I really enjoyed it for sure.
What the hell is that?
Nacho Libre. Have you not seen that, Nige?
I've never even heard of it. That's just bizarre.
It's a Jack Black comedy.
Oh no!
That
explains why I haven't seen it.
No bullshit. I don't know why I felt like doing this, but I just went over to my shelf and grabbed 3 movies from the same section, and I don't know why. And I was like, "Oh, I need Nacho Libre with me."
You just want to show something off.
I'm like, "Hey guys, did you know I have Troma Blu-rays?" Like, I guess that's.
Well, we made it almost an hour in before we're getting to our first comment, but we did our best.
I also saw for the first time Boogie Nights.
Oh,
nice.
So good. It's so good.
It's not as good as what everybody says it is, but I did enjoy it. It's not one I would go back to again. I enjoy it though.
Yeah.
I've been put off from watching it for a while just because it's really long, and I'm like, okay. But I definitely do want to give it a watch. Yeah, for sure.
If it makes you feel any better, Jackson, no matter how you watch it, will be better than mine because I watched it with my mother.
Oh God.
Oh,
She likes Boogie Nights, and I just put it on, so she sat down, and then I see Mark Wahlberg's very large penis, and I'm like, ah, hello there.
Well, with that note, we got Mark saying, "Have a good stream, gents." Hey, Mark, how's it going?
hey, Mark,
Well.
my buddy. He's also the guitarist in my band.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool.
Awesome.
Got Del Boy saying hello. How's it going, Del
Hello.
Boy? Thanks again for coming along.
Hello, mate. He's an absolute gentleman, is Del Boy.
Classic
Winslow.
Winslow wave as always.
Hello.
Hey, up.
And we got Mike. Did you see that? Mike. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Also, Mike, thanks so much for commenting. I should say on the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, you too. Winslow. He says he's been watching some Woody Allen this week. What's your favorite of his? For me, it's Annie Hall. Okay, so for me, I will say Woody Allen is a director I have not really gotten into yet. I've only seen one of his films, and I was not a fan of it. It's that new it's the new one he did with Timothy Chalamet called A Rainy Day in New York, where Timothy Chalamet plays a character called Gatsby Wells. So I'm not gonna speak on that one, but I'll let Leon go because he seems to. Yeah.
Oh, I've only seen two. I really liked one, which was Annie Hall. I thought Annie Hall was really, really good. And then I watched Midnight in Paris, which is the most pretentious, awful piece of shit I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so bad. My review for it is one of my favorite ones because I said maybe the only good Woody Allen films are the ones before he married his daughter. Yeah. Sorry. No. Midnight in Paris is awful. You're aware of that, right, Nige?
No.
Yeah, Woody Allen married his daughter.
His adopted daughter.
Adopted daughter.
It's like yeah.
How old was she when he adopted her?
Like a child.
Yeah, I don't know how old, but yeah, not good.
Oh, was he doing a Jimmy Savile on her? No, then.
No.
Really want a game of sniff those fingers. Mm-hmm. My God, no, I did not know that at all.
Yeah, he's an individual, Woody Allen. But yeah, no, Annie Hall's good. That's about it.
Cool. What about you, Nige? Have you seen much Woody Allen?
No, because I can't stand a little skinny fucker.
Well, now you don't need to. You have another reason to not watch his films. Then.
There you go.
Yeah.
He loves children, so.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Some comedian a while back did like a graph called like the fame to blame ratio, where like if you're low and left on the chart, it means that you. No, wait, sorry. If you're low and right on the chart, it means that you did something really bad and you're also not very talented compared to other people who have done really bad things but are also really talented. So maybe Woody Allen can go in that lower one.
Yeah.
Top tier, unfortunately, is probably like Polanski, who's like very talented, but so horrible.
Also very bad, yes.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Is he? How bad is he? Because I really don't know what he's supposed to have done wrong. Woody Allen,
Roman Polanski.
Oh,
someone else take the reins. You can do it next if you. Oh, do you want to, Brady?
I don't even want to interject into this conversation.
It's okay. It's I guess you can Google it. It's not a. He did something
pleasant.
Very similar to what Woody Allen did. I'll say.
I don't. Yeah.
Except Roman Polanski was also. Roman Polanski was also almost convicted, and he fled the United States and hasn't returned since the 70s.
He actually was convicted. I think he actually spent a little bit of time in prison, and then he fled like while he was released for some reason or whatever. But yeah,
he hasn't been back to the U.S. since the 70s.
He ain't no Ian Watkins though, is he? Surely nobody's that bad.
Oh, he is.
No, he's
pretty
Ian Watkins. He's well. Actually, like it's all really bad, But like Ian Watkins is.
It feels kind of weird to compare awful crimes like that.
Yeah, that's. True.
I don't know. It's not like a
top 10 worst crimes by celebrities.
Top 10 Hollywood rapists. Like
We're not
Jesus
doing the
Christ.
most critical tier list of like bad celebrities or whatever. So,
This is how naive I am, because I didn't think anybody like Ian Watkins would involve babies. That's, to me, can you get any lower than that, really?
no, I don't
Yeah,
think
it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then wait, Brady, did you say your opinion on? Do you like anybody else?
And on that wonderful note,
I've seen Manhattan, which is all about a 40-year-old trying to date a 17-year-old
Yeah.
and trying to justify it. So, I've never seen another film he's directed, but I've seen Ants. And he's
You've
just
seen what?
Ants.
Like the movie that came out the same year as.
Oh, Ants with a Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that fucking cunt. Shit.
he's
No
a popular
offense,
fella then.
No
Oh,
offense, Winslow, but
Yeah, sorry, Winslow.
See, Winslow clearly admires the black and white cinematography. Gordon Willis
of Manhattan.
Yeah.
And,
of Manhattan,
that's exact.
I'm guessing, or he said Annie Hall, right? Yeah.
Annie Hall, yeah. Yeah, no, Annie Hall is the one that I remember liking. I thought it was pretty personable, and it's not like Manhattan, or it's not as like pretentious as Midnight in Paris about a really struggling artist. Like, fuck off.
And Annie Hall also isn't about trying to have sex with a teenager. So
This is true, yeah.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jake says, "Evening, everyone. How's it going, Jake?
Evening.
Thanks so much for
At noon.
again." Delboy says, "I'm watching this while having my favorite Laurel and Hardy documentary on in the background, which is on Sky Arts. Bliss. Hell yeah.
Good man.
Thank you for watching.
I need to check out some Laurel and Hardy stuff. I don't know if you guys
Same.
are into that, but
Yeah, no, I want to check out a lot of classics.
Delboy sent me this
What's
okay.
that? Is that like a
It's-
collection?
21 disc collection.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jeez.
wow, that's awesome.
I've watched the first 2 discs. Oh my god, I loved these when I was a kid. Anyway, they're amazing.
Yeah, I want to check a lot of like stuff from that era out. Like I think I've mentioned it before. But I want
That's
to
all
check
the films it's on.
Damn.
Jeez, that's so many. Oh, I'd love to check those out at some point. Like
They're
the closest
amazing.
thing I've got is like the Buster Keaton box set here, which comes with like tons of shorts and everything. But I need to check out a lot of like classic silent cinema like that.
The only way I've really kind of dug into the like the physical comedy, like the silent clowns, I guess they're called, is I've watched a few Buster Keaton films, which I really like. I think he's really, really funny.
Yeah, I've seen a few Keaton and a few Chaplin as well. But, not a great deal.
Sure.
Yeah.
Harold Lloyd was funnier than Chaplin. A lot funnier.
Okay.
Who is? Sorry, Nige?
Harold Lloyd.
Oh, yeah.
The little glasses. He's the one who hung off he hung off the big points on the clock. That's the fella.
Yeah.
I need to check out that one for sure. Yep. We got Sam as well. Says, "Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Just watched Night of the Demon. Awesome film.
Ooh.
Thanks for the recommendation."
Oh, excellent! I'm so glad you liked it, Sam.
Nice.
Which Night of a Demon? Because there's 2 Night of a Demons. Is it
The video nasty.
Okay, yeah. So where is it? I got that. The one that 88 Films released.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the other Night of a Demon, like the 50s one?
No.
Oh, that's really good. Where is it? What's that?
I've got that 88 one, but I've also got the Severin one as well.
Yeah,
Something
'cause
like
Severin released it in the States, yeah. And then there's this one here, Night of a Demon. It's like a 50s film. I really liked this one too. This one I thought was decent, but I do want to revisit it because it's been like a bit since I checked it out. But yeah, no, there's some really, really fun stuff in that.
It's like any of the other video nasties. When you watch them, you've got to realize that like they were just so low budget and don't expect a cinematic masterpiece because you ain't going to get that.
Yeah,
And I think a lot of them you either love them or you hate them.
Oh yeah.
I love most of them.
Yeah. The video nasties movement is just utterly fascinating. Like I've been making my way through them, like for the first time. Like I've seen a lot of the big classic ones, like Evil Dead, Possession, stuff like that. But in terms of like some of the nitty gritty, I have been checking more out. Have you seen Fight for Your Life?
Yes.
That one really, really surprised me. I really like that one. I thought that was
an absolutely amazing film.
Yeah, no, that's great. That needs a Blu-ray. That one needs a Blu-ray for sure.
It's not going to happen.
How come? Is it like rights issues, or do you just think because
No,
of the subject
I
matter?
contacted Blue Underground and asked them if they were thinking of doing it, and they said we'd love to, but all the masters were destroyed in a
Oh, what?
hurricane or something. So unfortunately, that DVD is the best you're going to get it. Thankfully,
Such a shame.
it's a pretty damn good-looking DVD. It's not that bad.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to import that then because I was really surprised by that. It's not even a particularly violent film or anything. Like it's just like a really solid kind of like thriller that like it's aged really well. Like
It's not a racist film, but the
No.
criminals in it are very racist.
yeah,
and
and I
it's-
think that's
I think it's the language and the way that they treat this family is
yeah,
what got it into hot water.
yeah.
It's never, ever, ever had a re-release of any description over here. It was
Oh no,
banned,
no.
and it's never seen the light of day over here again. So
You know how I watched it? It was uploaded on YouTube.
it's weird. It's really
Yeah.
weird, yeah.
Yeah, I just watched it on YouTube and like completely uncut, and there's no content in it other than like there is again very hateful language, but like that's from the characters. It's not like the film itself is like racist or anything. It's just like it's got these really hateful characters in. But no, I thought that was fascinating.
There's a scene involving the family's little boy's friend,
I know,
and I thought this isn't going to happen. Oh, it fucking happens. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, that's great, but well, not that scene, but that film. The video nasties are fascinating, and Night of a Demon. I checked that out when 88 put that Blu-ray out for it.
I actually had a chance to see it last year in theaters because my local cinema was their like October series. They were doing like 80s movies that were remakes of 50s classics. So they did like The Thing. They did what was the other? They did The Blob.
Oh, nice.
And like
nice.
something else, but Night of the Demons. No, it just like horror movies specifically, but the Night of the Demon though was one of them that they did, and I just missed it. But I do definitely want to go check that out.
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Brady?
I wasn't listening.
Have you seen Night of the Demon?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Just
for a minute, I thought you guys were talking about Night of the Demons, and I.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
he hates. Yeah, he hates Night of the Demon.
My ex-girlfriend was really into that movie, and then she showed it to me, and I. Not for me. Yeah, I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening at all. Holy shit!
No worries. I saw this comment earlier, and I was like, "That's a really good question, Delboy." But name a director who's known for a sort of specific genre, but shocked you how good they were when they directed something totally different, like a comedy or a musical, etc.
Can I count actors turned directors?
Sure.
Jordan Peele.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually try and think of a real director though, but that's the first one that comes to mind as someone who kind of shifted like genres so perfect. Like obviously his work still has comedy in it and stuff, but I think he shifted so well. Like I thought that was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like he's always kind of talked about how for him, like horror and comedy are very similar. Like they're both very reactionary types of filmmaking. They're looking for a specific kind of gut reaction from the audience. So that makes sense. But it was an interesting shift. Like because I've been a fan of Key and Peele for a long time, like way before he was thinking of becoming a director. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a look at my shelves now to see if I
know. I'm thinking as well. I'm trying to think like
I bringing back our favorite. We could always say John Landis with American Werewolf.
But that's still a comedy, though. It's still really fun.
It is a comedy, yeah.
Uh,
Trying to think of something that is just so genre.
Well, while you two are fucking over an hour, and I'll say Sam Raimi after watching The Evil Dead and when he was in Intruder and that, and then I saw Spider-Man, I was like, fucking hell.
Yeah,
I didn't expect that to be as good as what it is.
God damn it, Nige, you took the fucking
And that's
words
from a
right out of my
Marvel
mouth.
hit.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was trying to think of one. And I was like, "Oh, Sam Raimi," and then you said it, and I was like, "Fuck."
I'd say something. These two were getting me fucking tits going.
Peter Jackson.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but I know Francis Ford Coppola's first film was a horror film, and then he made films that weren't horrors. So
that's not great.
I've not
Jackson,
seen that.
like-
No. Oh, Peter Jackson. Yeah, Peter
Yeah.
Jackson's a great example, actually. Like Brain Dead, stuff like that, going from that to like Lord of the Rings.
And a really
Yeah.
boring King Kong movie.
King Kong's okay.
I got Dementia 13 as well because like I do like I don't get them all, but I do like to have some of the best on ones.
Yeah.
And it said director's cut. I thought, oh, this will be good. I then found out the director's cut is actually cut to the original cinema.
Is
Cut,
it?
'cause they left more in than what he wanted, so he's cut shit out.
Oh, is it a Francis Ford? Oh, yeah, it's a Francis Ford Coppola director's cut where he fucks with the film. Oh my god, I don't like his director's cuts. Like Apocalypse Now's theatrical cut is the only way to
Way
watch it.
better than
Yeah.
And you don't get both cuts either. It's his cut and that's it.
Oh, that's so stinky. I bought so many recently from what's the YouTube channel? Ryan, Let's Get Kickin' Movies or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh,
And
God, yeah.
yeah, I've bought so many. I need to do a video.
He buys half the shop, then sells it the following week.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I bought like 11 or 12 from him. I bought the following: Blood Diner, Candyman Free.
I want Blood Diner, but I want the US one, not the UK, because I have all mine are the US ones.
I've got one US one and it doesn't have a slip and it's paining me, but I needed to on Shopping Mall because I love
that's
Shopping
fine.
I've got
Mall.
that.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good.
know.
Chud 2.
And didn't get that because I've not seen the first one.
I need to see the first two. I know Arrow released it in the States. I had Dementia 13 already. I got The Gate, which I've heard is pretty fun. I've heard The Gate.
I haven't got that.
I've already owned Layer of a White Worm, but I really
Got
like
that
this
one.
great Ken Russell film. Parents, which I've seen before and I thought was decent. Return of the Living Dead 3, which I really
Got that.
want to see because it's Brian Usner who directed Society and Bride of Reanimator.
Oh, interesting.
I really
It's
like
got
it.
a patch on 1 or 2 though.
Okay, yeah, because I've not seen the first since I was young, so I really
There's no
this one's
comedy
so
in it.
good.
It's all totally serious.
Okay. The Unholy, which I haven't seen, and then I bought Waxwork, which I actually it came without the slipcover, but I went on eBay looking for other Vestron releases, and someone was selling the slip for like $150, so I was like, "Fuck it, I will pay."
Nice
that.
one.
Yeah, I was like, "That's not too bad." And then
Has that got the sequel in it as well?
it doesn't. It only has the first because I know the US release has like a couple of the
Yeah.
sequels. The one I'm about to show only has the first. I was gonna leave it, but he threw it in for free, and that's Wishmaster. But this doesn't come with the sequels. But still, I figured it's free. I'll take that for sure.
That
You
one
know-
does.
Fuck! I really want that one because
I
that's
like
got.
I like that you just had that sitting
And
there.
it's got the
Yeah.
slip.
Oh, it looks so nice. Oh, it looks so nice.
Got all 4 on.
Oh, that's so
So, I
good.
mean, you all get like all 4 on there. We get the first one with shit artwork. That artwork's like so much better.
Oh, that artwor's great. That kind of
Why I
reminds
get US stuff.
Yeah, I love importing from the US when I can. It's just so expensive. That's the only issue. It can be
I
really.
have
Depends where you get it from.
I have a director who's kind of gone outside of the comfort zone and done it pretty well. And Leon will love this one.
Go on.
Motherfucking James Wan.
Oh yeah.
James Wan getting out of horror and making Aquaman. Which,
Oh yes,
which is like the greatest.
Aquaman.
Aquaman's like
I
the
think he's
greatest
just
fucking
cool.
movie.
Oh, Aquaman's so fucking good. I love it. It's so
I love
funny. It's
One of
amazing.
my favorite superhero movies of like the last 10 years. Maybe
One of
my
my
favorite.
favorites.
Like it's
One of my favorites ever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, have you seen it, Nige?
Have a fuck.
Oh my god,
No,
you
no,
have
no,
to
you
watch
might
it.
like this. one, I
Absolutely
think.
not.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. Right. So James Wan, you know James Wan, horror director.
Mhm.
Imagine getting him to make a superhero film which gives no fucks about the cinematic universe that it's in, and it's basically like a Saturday morning cartoon brought to life on the big screen with really, really ridiculous tropes, but it's very self-aware on what it is, but it also has the flair of a James Wan film. So did you see Malignant?
I don't think I have, no.
Oh, you should watch
you gotta
Malignant. You
see
would
it.
love
I think you
it.
would really like
I get
Malignant.
muddled up. Which is the one that's got Bill Skarsgård in that house that he rented?
Oh, Barbarian.
I keep
Yeah.
thinking Barbarian. No, I haven't seen Malignant.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's Barbarian I've seen.
You would love Malignant. Like, I swear to God, it's James Wan doing like a Giallo riff meets like a Frank Heller film, like Basket Case or something like that.
Well, the basket case as well.
you've got to watch Malignant. Like, genuinely, for you to watch any film from this stream that we recommend, Malignant. But Aquaman is basically him just making a really, really goofy superhero film that's not taking itself seriously, has great action, and it's just very kind of tongue-in-cheek and self-aware on what it is. Like, it's really goofy. But it kind of feels like a Power Rangers film at times. It's just really, really silly stuff.
That sounds like he's just described Deadpool.
Oh, it's not.
No,
it's not self-aware like that. No.
No. It's like it takes itself like I don't want to say it takes itself seriously because it's very campy, but it's not like constantly congratulating itself on its humor, you know?
Yeah.
And the movie isn't entirely a joke. Like it's tongue in cheek, but it's not like, whoa, look how crazy this is. Like in the world of the film, what we're seeing is, I don't know. The movie ends with a fucking giant crab fight. There's giant fucking crabs fighting what is it, sharks?
Yeah, and it's so silly. There's like an army of crabs fighting like other people. It's right, Nige. There is a sequence in the film where Aquaman has to fight his brother to reclaim the throne, and he's introduced into this aquatic arena by an octopus playing the drums. And it's playing 8 different drums and hitting them with each of its legs.
And
it's
then
ridiculous.
And then a screen comes up, like a fucking video game that says that it's like, oh, he sucks. Our king is cooler.
Yeah, it's got like stats for him on screen for the audience. It's nuts. You would love it.
Pushing me further away.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. You would love it. I think you'd love it.
Somebody told me to watch Ready Player One because apparently there's a mint sequence involving this.
Oh, The Shining. Yeah, I know what you're on about. Yeah.
I've got 10, 15 minutes. That was it. I couldn't fucking bear anymore.
Oh, you didn't even get to the Shining scene, though?
No, I didn't care.
So
if I want to watch The Shining, I'll watch The Shining.
It's so bad. Like it's such a terrible, which is weird because Steven Spielberg apparently loves The Shining. Like he met Kubrick several times.
Oh dear, that's my wife's favorite film.
Yeah, no, I love it, but like it's.
No, I mean he's got a Labyrinth T-shirt on.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
My favorite movie.
It's bad.
My favorite movie where David Bowie's penis is bulging out of his pants.
So you haven't seen The Man Who Fell to Earth?
No thanks. I'm not a fan of him.
Okay.
I love David Bowie. Oh,
I love him.
I like a few songs, but I wouldn't go mad him like she does.
Sure.
Yeah.
But he plays with these balls, and you can see his balls while he plays with balls.
No, I'm sure your balls will enjoy watching his balls getting played with.
My balls do enjoy watching him play with balls while his balls bulge. They do. Hey man, it's 2023. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, I actually just thought of one as well because that was a good answer, Brady. I weirdly like Stanley Kubrick doing Doctor Strangelove is kind of an interesting one because like I mean there are comedic moments in a lot of his films, but I never really think of him as like a comedic director. But Doctor Strangelove is like laugh out loud funny. Like I really, really, really like it.
I think you can kind of say that about almost all of Kubrick's films, really. Like if you go from Strangelove to The Shining or The Shining to 2001, like they all like he kind of hopped from genre to genre. Like he did some war films, thrillers.
Yeah.
Like he's probably like the best example for this, for like flipping genres. Because like, if you think of Kubrick, what genre, if you had to say one, really, like maybe war, because he made like 3 war films, but even then, I don't consider him like a war filmmaker. Like he, again, 2001, Shining, Eyes Wide Shut, like he was.
Clockwork Orange was totally different.
Oh yeah, Clockwork Orange as well. Yeah. No, yeah, I think Kubrick's like probably the best answer out of all of these, I guess.
Yeah, but I guess in some ways it kind of minimizes like if the idea is that he always kind of genre hops, then how surprising is it? But I think the reason I picked Strangelove is because all his films, even though the genres are different, the tones are very similar. They're a lot more serious. But like, Strangelove is like really, really funny. But no, those were all good answers though.
Yeah, it's a great question.
Great question, Del.
Yeah, it was.
Sam says you've seen Enter the Dragon on Thursday. Also, Good, Bad, and the Ugly on Saturday. Oh, nice.
It means at the cinema.
Yeah. He's been seeing.
Wow, I'd love to see the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, that's great.
And he also says, I'd be happy to know that Tyneside are showing Solaris following Saturday. Definitely will be going. I really want to see Solaris in a theater because it's I'm pretty sure Nige would hate Solaris because like it's sci-fi and like really really slow, much slower than 2001.
Oh, okay.
It's actually Samo I went to see Jaws with on Saturday.
Hell yeah, no, Sam's
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
But yeah, no, Solaris it's so slow that I think it would benefit from seeing it in a theater because then you're totally like immersed in it. But
I just wanted to point out, Josh said he'd be back in 10 minutes, like 40 minutes ago.
I know, that's what I thought. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think he's been asking to get back in the. I've been looking at the bottom. I haven't seen him.
He'll be having one of those.
Prolonged wank.
But yeah, no, that's awesome.
Hey, you watch David Bowie's balls, you'd watch Josh's.
Yeah, David Bowie and Josh. No, man. Sorry, Josh, but I think I like Bowie more than you.
Josh is better looking. That doesn't make you say I want to watch his balls. Can I just say that?
But he doesn't. But Josh doesn't wear weird pants that have his balls bulging out while he plays with balls. So.
And Josh isn't a multimillionaire either.
And Josh isn't dead either.
Oh yeah, you don't want to play with a dead man's balls. You're not. I was trying to think of some. I can't even think of a funny joke.
This is a weird conversation. I don't like
this. Is a very weird conversation. Yeah. Enter the Dragon's awesome. Yeah, no, that's cool that you're seeing it in the cinema. I'd love to see that in the cinema.
Enter the Dragon and Good, the Bad, and the Ugly are two like classics I still need to check out. And I would love to see that in the cinema.
You'd probably love Enter the Dragon, I think.
You guys get these fucking cool theaters where you can go see like Enter the Dragon, and then my theater, the fucking Canadian theater chain Cineplex bought up like every small theater, and now all I can do is go to the multiplex and watch The Flash.
Yay!
Or Barbie.
Barbie's good.
Don't diss.
We all enjoyed Barbie.
Yeah, I really liked Barbie.
So did everybody in this fucking country. I just refused to go and see it.
Nige, what if you watched it and you liked it though?
But it's not going to happen. I don't want to watch a film about a motherfucking doll.
Oh, it's so good. It's more than that, but I understand.
I put on this. I was hanging out with some friends the other night, and I put on the soundtrack. I put on "I'm Just Ken."
Yes,
so good.
Oh my lord,
so good.
I'm so just
good.
10.
Oh yeah.
Anywhere else, I'd be a 10.
Del Boy says, "Love the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, but still prefer Once Upon a Time in the West. Such a fantastic mix of story and visuals. Wow, what a score! I've got that around here somewhere.
I've never seen that film, Once Upon a Time in the West.
I know,
Yeah, it's got our favorite Charles Bronson.
It does.
Yo,
Yeah.
I forgot Charlie Bronson's in that.
Oh yeah, I think I've
my
seen.
Boy.
Oh, we love Bronny. I've seen all but one of Leone's films. It's like Duck You Sucker or something, I think it's called. I need to see that one still. But
Not I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
No, different one. That's a black
Duck
exploitation.
You Sucker is a film.
Duck
Yeah.
You Sucker, like duck, like someone's gonna shoot you type thing.
Yeah, but I've heard it's pretty good.
Duck You Sucker, and it's sequel.
Quack.
Stand up, you fucking goose.
I've heard a lot of people say Duck You Sucker is kind of underrated for Leone. Like it's kind of gets overshadowed by some of his other westerns.
Nigel loves
Wait,
it.
you take that title so serious? Yeah, Duck You Sucker's really underrated.
Well, what else am I supposed to call it? Like that's what it's called, Nige.
What a title.
Here, one sec, I'll be right back.
No worries.
Yeah, no worries.
Leon,
And then they were free.
Did you say that you like Once Upon a Time in the West though? Or
yeah, no, I really like Once Upon a Time in the West. I think my favorite of his films is Once Upon a Time in America. I think that's it, right? I really love that one. Right? Yeah, that one's great. But I'd probably say out of the Dollars trilogy, weirdly enough, I think the first is A Fistful of Fingers, right? Because if so, that's the one I like.
No, A Fistful of Dollars.
Fistful of Dollars, A Fistful of Fingers.
A Fistful of Fingers?
A Fistful of Fingers is the Edgar Wright film, yeah. Edgar Wright made a Western. Yeah. That's a different one. Fistful of Fingers.
I thought you were talking about a very talented young lady then.
No, unfortunately not.
Fistful of Fingers. Wow.
You're loving the film titles today.
Oh yeah. Del Boy.
I'm convinced you're making them up.
Sam says Del Boy. That's a great film as well. Only seen both films once. Really enjoyed when I saw them. Yeah, no, definitely gonna have to check both those out. Del Boy says, yeah, I've always had difficulties talking about both because they're so good, but Once Upon a Time just tips it for me as better all around. Yeah, I've heard that's kind of referred to as like his really, I mean, like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is as well, but like Once Upon a Time in the West is kind of like his big Western epic in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Outside the Dollar trilogy. Yeah. By slimmest of margins. Lots of Leone talk. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Morricone is fantastic. I need to check out that documentary.
Yeah,
Morricone.
Yeah, really
I think De Palma's in that because he worked with Morricone at least a couple of times.
Yeah, Tarantino's in it too. I think
yeah.
because of like The Hateful Eight and everything.
Yep. Oh, Speak of the Devil. There we go.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I definitely want to check that out. I did check out the De Palma documentary recently, and I thought that was decent, but I kind of, I don't know. I've yet to see one of these documentaries just on a person in the film industry that's really blown me away. But I've found, some of them interesting, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like the best example of one of it. I like David Lynchy Art Life, but it's not really about his films. It's just kind of about everything before he made Eraserhead. Okay. But yeah, that one's pretty decent. Yeah.
I don't know if either of you guys have seen like De Palma or anything like that.
No, I really want to. That's the Noah Baumbach one, right?
Yeah, it's good. It covers his whole career, and he has a lot of cool perspective about it. But I don't know. It did feel a little bit like kind of just going through the motions a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can skip past this a little bit. Oh yeah. So we were talking about Rylane earlier. Sam says he's a big fan of that as well. Love the music in that film. I'm looking forward to checking that out. Checking out that new indie film, Scrapper.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's like it might be based on a true story or something, but it looks pretty charming.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rylane is so good.
I was really surprised because like it kind of set itself up like I was like, okay, this is going to be another like kind of before sunrise kind of gimmick, and then there's a point in the film where you realize that it's not really going to do that. It's going to do something pretty different, and I was like, from there on, I was like, I'm on board. This is great.
Oh, it's so charming.
Yeah, and it's really funny too. I laughed a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had a very, very fun time with it. I think weirdly, like I'm curious to like I'm glad that you like it because I was gonna say I'm curious to see how it would work with like American audiences because there's so much like British slang and stuff like that in the film. But like you've been in the UK before, so were you lost with that? Like okay.
Yeah, I mostly like I watched it with subtitles, but I like especially with that contextualizing it, I mostly understood.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, no, I really loved it. It just felt very British.
Have you heard of this one, Nige?
No, never heard of it.
I guess
never Rylane or Scrapper.
Man, you're just so bewildered by these titles, but no, but Rylane is it's a streaming movie, so maybe that's why you haven't heard of it. But
right,
it's Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's Disney Plus. Yeah,
I don't know how into rom-coms you are. Like hit and miss, kind of. Yeah.
Of kind of what?
No, I like it seems like are they kind of like hit or miss for you?
Yeah, I don't like really watch that many, to be honest.
Yeah. No, okay. I don't know. It's definitely not my genre or anything, but every once in a while one really works for me, and this one definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brady, I don't know if you've caught up with it yet.
No, but I don't think I'd be too bothered by the slang because fucking Leon calls me every day.
Yeah.
I hear enough British slang. I've been hearing enough British slang for the last 3 fucking years, so I think I'd probably be fine.
No, yeah, I think most Americans and Canadians would get on with it fine for sure.
Oh yeah.
Delboy says, "Oh God, yeah, for me both. I mean, I have a great collection, study music, and I have passion for scores. Always like to listen to others' opinions." I think that was back when they were talking about like Morricone and stuff.
Yeah.
We were talking about Reality earlier. Winslow says, I didn't really care for Reality. When the film started, I knew a little of the story, so I assumed she was a reality show winner. Not that was her name. Yeah, I was like, I had to Google it because I remember
Yeah.
this story happened in the U.S. like not that long ago, like 5 years ago or something. So
Yeah.
I had to look it up. I was like, was her name really Reality Winner? And
Yeah,
it
that
was.
is an amazing like name.
Yeah.
Reality winner. Like,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's a story more people should know about because it's pretty.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty messed
Reality
up.
Winner was her name.
Yeah,
Reality winner.
I bet she just loves her mum and dad.
You guys said you said Reality was an HBO movie, right?
It is, yeah, it's on Crave.
For
So,
me,
yeah.
I
Okay,
watched
yeah.
it
Well,
on
the
Hulu, I think.
the Canadian equivalent of HBO is like fucking $20 a month, and I want to get rid of it. And so I need to compile a list of like HBO films that I need to watch. So
Watch
I'll have-
Reality. It's like 80 minutes. Not even that, like 75 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's really short. It's that was one of my issues I had with it, and I kind of have I wonder if you agree with this, Winslow. Is that for me it felt really stagey. It felt like this.
I can
this
see
was
that,
clearly a screenplay or clearly a stage play, and they were trying to translate it, and it didn't fully work. But for me,
Yeah, I can see that. Like I didn't mind that too much just because I don't know. I think the performances are so good that they kind of elevate some of the I guess limitations visually, because although there are some really interesting things that go on visually where the redacted information, let's say, I think that was a really interesting little like gimmick type thing. But yeah, overall, like it does feel very kind of there's a lot of space. It is, yeah, I can see what you mean about it feeling very like stagey, and I'm pretty sure it was based on like a stage play too, which was then converted into a film.
The director, I think, was initially like a playwright and a stage director, and then she correctly translated to film. And I thought, like, for the most part, like there were aspects of it that worked. Yeah, I really like that. Whenever something's redacted, there's basically like a little like digital blip on the screen that kind of blurs out what's being said, which is interesting. But yeah, you're right. The performances do elevate it quite a bit, so it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, it stars Sydney Sweeney from Euphoria, and it's really entertaining because I like her character in Euphoria, but she's given nothing to do remotely. So seeing her actually have like the chance to perform for once instead of being like a Sam Levinson puppet was really great because
I mean,
she's really talented.
In Euphoria, she's just look at the big boobs. Aren't those some big boobs?
It is literally just that. She's just like she's naked in practically like every other scene, and it's like it's such a shame because she's really fucking great in reality. Like she's actually like.
And if you watch Euphoria, you think that she's really good at just like, hey guys, look at my boobs.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So maybe it'd be an even bigger impact if you watched Euphoria and then Reality, because it'd be like jump.
Yeah, no,
I haven't seen Euphoria.
You don't need to.
No,
I'm not really that interested. To be fair,
season one's good, but I wouldn't even suggest watching it because then you'll want to watch season 2, and then season 2's fucking horseshit. But don't let Josh hear. I know Josh loves Euphoria.
But does he like season 2?
I think some of it, but he does think it's pretty much a train.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was like, I haven't heard anybody defend season 2 yet, but
no, season 2's rough.
Yeah. Delboy says it's weird, but I'm listening to a lot of Ron Goodwin, John Barry. How do you pronounce that? Lalo Schifrin at the Mo, just in the zone with us at the moment. On John Barry, actually, he did the score for a lot of the Bond films, I think.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. And I've been watching the Bond films with my friend Jackie, and she's going to school to be a film score composer. And she's a fan of a lot of the music in Bond, but some of the later ones that John Barry did, she finds kind of lazy. I'm gonna have Josh back.
I'm so sorry. That went on way longer than we expected.
No, we were like, hey, it's been 40 minutes. Where is Josh?
They were doing a Christopher Nolan bracket, and I was like, you know what, I gotta be there for that.
Oh,
no.
So, don't lie to us, Josh. You were taking a massive fucking shit.
Oh yeah. What? I was taking a shit while doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, you missed us talking about Euphoria, right?
What?
Not in depth. We like mentioned it offhand, but
we were like, yeah, Josh likes that piece of shit show.
Why did they decided they moved the call back like forward a day, so it ended up being today, and I couldn't skip it. So I missed out on Euphoria.
It's okay. Don't worry, you didn't miss much.
Oh.
Yeah, all we did the whole time was just talk about how much of an ass you are for liking that piece of shit show.
Fuck off!
Delboy, we got Delboy saying the genie is back and destroys every Peter Cushing destroys every film Peter Cushing has ever been in. But he says he allows you to save just one of his films. Which one do you save and why? Wait, I'm confused. Who's the genie? What?
I think
his
like
CGI appearance in Rogue One. I'm kidding.
I think it's just a question like, oh, all of Peter Cushing's films are going to disappear. You can only choose one.
Okay.
Like, I think it's just one of those type things.
Let me look up what he's been in. But, yeah.
I've not seen much Cushing. I've seen a bit of Corruption, which I thought was pretty good.
Dude,
but
Star
yeah.
Wars. Star Wars.
Mate, go for Star Wars.
I just looked at it. I really thought I had seen more. I've literally only seen Star Wars as far as stuff he's been in. So, yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars. That's what I'm going with.
Nigel say Star Wars as well.
19 Star Wars.
Will he fuck?
Do you have an answer for the Peter Cushing one? Or
Wow, he's done. Oh man, I could probably think about 5, but 1. Wow. It would be either Dracula, the original one with Christopher Lee,
Yep.
or From Beyond the Grave, or Tales from the Crypt. What's the other one he's in that I absolutely love? In the States, it's called Night Creatures.
I'm not too sure.
It's called Captain Clegg Over Here, which is a really stupid fucking title for it.
Captain
Clegg. It makes it sound like if I got a pirate thing. It's not. Night Creatures. It's so much. Scream Factory release it. The artwork was amazing on it. Release it over here. It looks shit. Yeah, I'd say one of those 4.
Nice.
But then again, there's Frankenstein created woman. Fuck. I'm going to go with the original Dracula.
Okay.
Very, very good pick. What about you, Leon?
I've only seen half of Corruption and also Star Wars, so half of Corruption, because then we wouldn't have a bunch of bad Star Wars sequels.
There you go.
I've got Corruption. It's quite different for him. It's quite a violent film for him.
Yeah, it is very risque for that era.
And then Brady, you said Star Wars, right?
Correct.
And Josh?
I haven't seen many. I'm just gonna go basic bitch choice and say Star Wars. Yeah.
Oh,
Haven't
I'm
seen
so
that.
fucking mean, Josh. I'm not a basic bitch.
He's getting you back for your Euphoria comments.
Yeah, motherfucker. You've been
Hey,
roasting me since I've been in there.
Hey, Josh, I put a comment in the section just for you. I didn't want to interrupt talking.
Oh, thanks, Brady.
See, I'm a nice boy. I'm a good boy.
XOXO is a nice touch.
Yeah, well, I had to make it more personable.
There you go. Delboy says, as a child, films delighted and surprised you for so many reasons, but which early film did you see that moved you because of the music? It works as a piece of music without the visuals.
Dude, easy one.
I got an easy one, and I'm stealing your answer, Brady.
Go ahead.
Spider-Man.
Fuck you, Leon.
Spider-Man. Oh, it's so good. The music in that film is great. I think every element of that film is practically perfect for what it's going for. But the music in general,
Spider-Man came to mind for me. I thought of Spider-Man, but I have a different answer. So you were close, Leon. You were like second place for.
Are you gonna say Spider-Man too?
No. Although I wish I would have thought of that. That would have been funny. Dude, it's gotta be Toy Story, dude. When I was a kid, fucking listening to Randy Newman, like, oh yeah.
Yeah, Toy Story's got a great score too. Yeah.
Dude, Toy Story and Toy Story 2 have fucking fantastic music.
Pretty much like all the early Pixar ones. Dude.
Oh, and this is just a sad one, dude. But when I was a kid, dude, fucking Phil Collins soundtrack for Tarzan, hell yeah, dude, I love that shit.
Nice.
What about you, Nige?
There's 2. one of which you'll probably laugh at when you hear the film, but wait till you hear the music, because it's Ennio Morricone.
Real
Killer
quick
Whale.
before you answer, Delboy says you're also not allowed to say Jaws. So
I'm not going to say Jaws.
No worries, no
That
worries.
didn't move me. I just love it. Orca Killer Whale.
Okay.
If you listen to that, the music is absolutely unreal. And the other one, which has brought me to tears, actually, is The Elephant Man.
Oh, the Elephant Man score is fantastic. Yeah, I think, to be honest, if you chose like any Lynch film, like honestly, the scores for those are incredible. Especially like Blue Velvet onwards, where he was working with Angelo Badalamenti. Like all of his music, like Twin Peaks, Blue Velvet, stuff like that is great. Just any time Lynch works with music, it's beautiful.
Mulholland
But
Drive
yeah.
has a really great score too.
Yeah.
What about you, Josh?
So, is it like one of the first films you watched, or?
I guess like some film as a childhood where you kind of realize like, hey, like like music and film can really.
He's got to say this.
No, I'm not, bro, because that was like last year.
Back when he was a child last year.
What are you trying to? God damn it! Is this roast Josh stream? Because it feels.
I'm sorry, Josh, but it's fun. It's fun. It's not being a bully.
Nice. But believe it or not, I'd actually say Atonement, maybe. That was one of the that score for the way it uses the typewriter and everything, plus the whole Dunkirk scene in that. It's so good. That was one of my first early memories of like a score, because I watched that about 8-9 years ago. So, and then I was like, yeah, because we watched it in school as well, and that's and all I remember was that score. But apart from that, probably Finding Nemo as well, I'd say.
Yeah.
Is Atonement the one with James
McAvoy?
Yeah. Right, where I'm originally from, which is only like sort of 14 mile away, Middlesbrough. If you go about another 8 or 9 miles east towards the coast, there's a little seaside town called Redcar. That's where the battle scene on the beach was filmed for Atonement. I remember the cameras being there. I didn't get to see them film, but I do remember it all being closed off with, and like all the gear was there. I didn't see anybody. I remember going down there.
Really good. It's all in a one take as well. Like, it's really, really good.
Nice. I still need to check that out. Actually, it's Joe Wright. Is that?
Yeah, it's one of his only good films.
Yeah, I haven't been. I mean, Darkest Hour is probably one of my least favorite films the last like 10 years. But
we will talk to you, Princess. Yeah, that's practically what he's.
This is the church.
You're all fucking mad.
Mud.
Yes.
For God's sake, give it, break it.
No, but that's basically Gary Oldman in Darkest Hour. He plays Winston
pretty
Churchill.
much. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So for me, I'm trying to think. Yeah, Finding Nemo would be one. That's actually the first movie I remember seeing in a theater. So I do remember kind of being impacted by that. But yeah, I mean the Spider-Man ones are also a good example. I remember just obsessing about those over as kids or as a kid. So yeah, those are good choices. And then more recently, I just have to mention it. I love every piece of music in Barry Lyndon. Like and sometimes the music alone like can bring me to tears, like for sure. It's really great. I love that Delboy just mentioned that you can't mention Jaws. But yeah, I see what you mean. Like Jaws wouldn't be one to move you, I guess.
I was gonna say, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just exciting. Yeah. Sam asks favorite Jim Jarmusch film. Okay.
I haven't seen any yet.
Who?
Actually,
Probably Ghost Dog or Down
Way
by
of the Samurai.
Law.
Yeah.
Way of the Samurai, yeah.
Yeah, or Down by Law's great. Yeah.
Can I include a short film? Can I say? Are we going
Sure.
feature length? I'm going with Coffee and Cigarettes 3.
Okay.
I think it's the third one. It's Iggy Pop and Tom Waits having a coffee together, and that is it's one of my favorite short films.
And is it just like a conversation between them, or?
Yeah, it's basically a conversation where Iggy Pop's really uncomfortable and Tom Waits is just kind of holding the conversation. And it's a part of the film, Coffee and Cigarettes, because there were 3 short films before that, and then they filmed more vignettes to create a feature-length film.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really like Iggy Pop, so I'm gonna have to check that out. But yeah.
Don't tell Leon you like Iggy Pop.
I covered my mouth I don't hate Iggy Pop. I've just got an Iggy Pop story that fucking annoys me.
Okay.
Shall I share my Iggy Pop story?
Why not?
Okay, so in the UK, in Odeon, they have this thing called Screen Unseen, where you pay £5 and you get to see a film early before its theatrical release. So, 2017, painting the picture now. Very, very excited. I'm like, okay, I'm reading they hand out clues beforehand, and all of the clues were leading to one thing. One of them even mentioned Nigel's favorite, A Fistful of Fingers, and I was like, what's this referencing? Oh, it must be referencing Baby Driver. Baby Driver's coming out soon. I'm really, really excited to see that. I really, really hope it's Baby Driver. So anyway, I go in to my Odeon, and I go in with my friend Adam. And as soon as we walk in, we see the BBFC age rating before the film plays. And it's a fucking Iggy Pop documentary. And it was like, none of the fucking clues led to an Iggy Pop documentary. What the fuck was this? So I literally just walk out. I'm like, I'm not even sitting there. I am mad because I was like, all the fucking clues point to Baby Driver. So anyway, I go out. And then I just go on my phone, and there's like a Screen Unseen group. I wondered if someone had quickly on the letterbox there. Wondered if someone really like commented before the film started. And then I go onto Odeon's Twitter, and they're like, "Oh, congrats, guys! It was Baby Driver?" And I was like, "You fucking what?" My Odeon played the wrong film.
Oh, that's so
They
funny.
played the Iggy Pop documentary, and not just that, but this is what really pissed me off. The film had an early, introduction from Edgar Wright that was made specifically for that Screen Unseen, and I never got to see it because of a fucking Iggy Pop documentary. So I have a very big distaste for Iggy Pop, even though he's probably a lovely person and his music's actually not too bad. But I am very angry about the fact I missed Baby Driver early. But it's got nothing to do with them.
I've heard that story so many times.
Him, though. Like, he didn't do that's not his fault.
Yeah, I know, but it's just funny to say I hate Iggy Pop. when he had no control over it.
Screen Unseen's hit or miss. Like, I know when Ghostbusters was coming out, everybody was like, "Oh, it's gonna be Ghostbusters." It was Petite Maman, which is one of the films I wanted to watch. I missed out on it, but I know somebody who went and he said everybody fucking bolted out.
Oh yeah,
as soon as they saw it, they bolted out. They were like, "This ain't no fucking Ghostbusters!" And just
I will
bolted out.
say, Petite Maman is like kind of boring. I'm sorry.
I can't disagree with I thought it was fine. Like it's okay, but I admired aspects of it, but I love the idea of them like being forced to watch Petite Maman. But because Ghostbusters Afterlife fucking sucks so bad.
It sucks balls. It is dog shit.
Dog shit.
It is
total. When I saw it,
dog.
I haven't seen it since though. Since it first came out, so
I mean, all I know about the film is the third. Nige, have you seen Ghostbusters Afterlife?
No, but I want to, so don't spoil.
Oh, I won't. Okay. All I'll say is there's something I know that happens in the third act which is so distasteful and disgusting sounding, and I don't want to watch a film because of that, because it sounds in such poor taste.
It's worse.
I think I know what you mean.
It's worse than you can even imagine.
I've seen pictures, and I'm what?
They made toys of that.
I can't believe
they made fucking toys of that.
I'm even more intrigued.
It's horrid.
I mean, the movie opens with it, so is it even really a spoiler?
I mean, but it's like it opened. From what I've heard, it's like it's not fully revealed until that third act, and when they show it off, the pictures I've seen make me want to gouge my eyes out.
They're
because
ghoulish. It is ghoulish.
Horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And Nigel's so excited now. He's like, "Oh, what is this? Is this going to be a crazy creature or something?
No.
Creature of some sort." I'll say
What's getting sucked off?
No, it's worse than that. It involves a ghost. I'll say that much.
Oh, I don't remember anything about it. I went to see it in IMAX. I was the only person in my screening. I
That'd
don't
be cool to have a whole
remember it.
IMAX theater to yourself, actually.
Yeah.
It was a
Sometimes,
weird experience.
Sometimes people take the digital copies of movies and they sell them online, and I'm in a Facebook group that was all dedicated to that. And so I got Ghostbusters Afterlife for my partner. My partner fucking loves Ghostbusters, and I'm like, "Oh, honey, I got you a birthday present or whatever it was." I'm like, "We get to watch Ghostbusters Afterlife," and then we watch it, and
Oh. Oh.
Does your partner not did they also hate it or Oh,
it wasn't.
I've never seen Brady so sad. He was just like, oh.
It wasn't a good. It wasn't a good present. I'm a bad boyfriend. I made them watch fucking Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm amazed we're still together after that.
You stick together through thick and thin.
Hey man, relationships go through trials and tribulations.
Oh yeah.
And in my
Comes
case,
to us part.
Life being the biggest one.
in my case, it's spending $5 on a digital code for Ghostbusters. Hey man, I'm never getting that $5 back. I'm fucking pissed.
I watched it on an airplane, so technically it was included with the cost of my ticket, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you paid for it still?
Technically. Yeah. I mean,
I
they do
have
make
a-
money by putting movies on planes, so.
The last two movies I watched on a plane, I watched Isle of Dogs and I fell asleep. And then I watched Bad Times at the El Royale and the sunlight was hitting my screen and I couldn't see it well.
To real quick to just kind of finish off the question, Josh, did you say what your favorite Jarmusch film is?
I just remembered I've only seen one, and it was Dead Don't Die, and I did not like it. I watched it with my parents, and they were like, my parents were like, they literally said, "What the fuck is this?" They were going, and I was like,
It's not good.
I don't know.
Like it.
It's not good.
I haven't seen that one.
I want to see
remember seeing
Patterson real bad
trailers and
though.
being like, that
Patterson's
looks
really
lame
good.
as hell. But
Patterson's really, really good.
Yeah, my parents were not happy when they watched that. They were literally like, "What is this tribe?" Practically,
just-
they were.
They-
There wasn't
they-
enough guns and lasers for them, so they turned it off.
The thought of disowning their child came into their mind because of a shitty zombie movie.
I didn't even tell them to watch it. They just put it on. They were like, "Oh, zombies. Okay, this might be." My mum finds zombies funny for some reason, so she laughs
Eating
at.
flesh,
No, whenever there's a zombie, she just finds it funny for some reason.
rotting
So,
people. Whoa.
She watched it and
Just
she
so
was
we're like
like,
full cheese zombie, like have
Yeah, I was gonna say.
and
Show her to
probably-
beyond.
Josh, you want to show your mom a good zombie movie? Here you go.
Fucking Poultrygeist.
Oh man.
we love Lloyd.
No,
We love
like,
Lloyd and we love trauma.
But I'm not joking. Like, she watched Walking Dead and found that funny, and I was like,
Ow!
"What about Walking Dead?"
It's so funny. A
um,
kid gets bit and his dad has to shoot him. Ah.
No, she finds anything in a film funny. She laughed at Godzilla 2014 for some reason.
Don't
She-
show her Irreversible.
If you're saying your mom laughs at
Oh.
dude, if you're saying your
Sorry,
mom
that
laughs
was
at everything
bad.
in movies, like if she sincerely laughs at everything in movies, don't fucking watch something like Schindler's List with her, please.
Yeah.
My
That-
parents are weird film
that'd be
watchers. My
such bad-
dad,
I
you know
have
what my
to
dad's
ask.
like.
Oh yeah, I have to ask. What's your mum's favorite film, or favorite comedy? I'm curious now.
Wedding Singer, I think. No,
Oh,
wait.
Wedding Singer is good.
She likes Monster-in-Law with Jennifer Lopez.
I've
For
never
some
seen that.
reason. She likes Big Fat Greek Wedding. She likes that.
I really
Mama
thought you were
House.
gonna say. I really
Big
thought you were
Mama's
gonna say.
House.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say Big Mama's House. I was like, dude, fucking Martin Lawrence in drag.
My parents are weird. They put a film on. I can hear them laughing downstairs. I walk in and it's something like, it's something stupid like what I said, like a zombie film or something. And I'm like, why are you finding this funny? They will probably find Tenet funny if they watch it.
That
Like-
is
And it-
funny.
it is funny.
And it's funny because my dad came up to me and was like, I understood it. And I said, fuck off, you didn't.
You didn't.
And he went, yeah. And I said, "Tell me what it was then." And he just looked at me and shut the door and left. Like,
And Nige, you said you haven't seen a Jim Jarmusch film, or
No,
okay,
never even heard of him.
no worries. For me, definitely my favorite is I think it's the only one I've seen is Dead Man with Johnny Depp.
I really want to see Dead Man.
Which is fantastic. It's kind of like the quintessential like acid western.
Okay.
Really, really cool music. I believe it's Iggy Pop guitar licks. I could be wrong about
I like Iggy Pop. He did a song for the Good Times soundtrack, like that plays during the credits, and
Yep.
oh
I
yeah,
love
he did.
That's
Yeah.
a beautiful song.
For
That's
sure.
a gorgeous song. Yeah.
No, definitely.
Also,
recommend
Also, Jackson, did you see my dad's Spider-Verse review on Letterboxd?
that. I have not.
He said, lasted all of 10 minutes, made my head spin. Won't be finishing it unless I have some Prozac. That's what my dad said.
That does sound like a thing your dad would say about Spider-Verse, because I think
He
it sounds
reviewed
too psychedelic.
Transformers before he fucking seen it. That's the level we're talking about.
I'm dipping out of the stream, dude. I'm gonna pass out and I'm gonna go eat some Eggos, and then I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be 10 p.m.
Okay.
No
Well,
worries.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah.
I lasted
Later,
almost
Brady.
2 hours.
Yeah.
You
I was
lasted
actually gonna take a nap until I remembered that I agreed to do this. And now nap time is looking pretty good.
No worries. Well, thanks for coming on. I mean, it's always like
Yeah.
fun having you on these. So
For sure. And
Yeah.
I'll be back to bully Josh again someday.
Just do it in the chat if you want. I don't
yeah.
Oh no, dude,
Yeah.
I'm not bullshitting, dude. I am about to have a fat fucking nap. All right, boys, I'm out.
All right.
All right.
man.
See you later.
Brady.
Yeah.
See you later.
We got a good question from Del Boy here saying, name a favorite book that you read when you saw the film adaptation that you liked it more than the book. I think I have one, but if somebody else has one, they can go ahead and go.
You can go first.
Okay, so and I actually love this book. Do I like the book or the movie more? I don't know, but when I was in high school, my favorite book that I read like for a class was Test of the D'Urbervilles by Thomas Hardy, and I've seen a couple adaptations of it. There's like a mini series one with Eddie Redmayne, which is not very good, but there's a Roman Polanski film from the late 70s that is amazing, but it is there's lots of layers to it because what the film is about somewhat relates to Roman Polanski's crimes, not exactly the same way, but in like a similar way. And so there's lots of layers to like in which like it's very fascinating that a person as evil as Roman Polanski made the movie, because the source material is very like sympathetic to this woman who is basically just a victim of the time she lived in. So that'd be for me. Yeah.
Okay. I guess the only one that's coming to mind, but I read this after, so this is kind of cheating. But I read the novel that Drive is based on, like the Nicholas Winding Refn film, and I liked that, but I definitely think the film's better. Even though there's some inclusions in the novel which I would have liked to see translated to like the film adaptation. But yeah, that it's a tricky question. I don't read as much as I should. Most of my reading is like kind of like about like film criticism instead of like reading actual books and stuff.
Right.
Like I much prefer reading about stuff rather than reading, but I do like reading from time to time. I think the last like full book I read myself was a Mark Commode book where he just talks about like his experiences in film going, and I thought that was great. But yeah.
I'm kind of the same way, because like I read so much for my like school and everything, like so much nonfiction all the time, that I just don't have the energy to at the end of the like read fiction.
Yeah.
I used to do it a lot more, but yeah.
No, yeah, completely get that.
What about you, Nige?
The books I actually love, I don't think I like the films better, but there is a Stephen King book which I read after seeing the film, and I absolutely love the film, and I thought the book was a bit dull. And again, with this.
Oh, The Shining. Yeah, that's a pretty contentious like book to a screen adaptation, because he hated it. He hated
I
the
know.
film.
And then when you saw the remake for TV, which Stephen King had a lot to do with,
Yeah,
what a pile of shit that turned out to
I
be.
know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard
I've heard
awful
it's
things. But funny enough, so Stephen King based The Shining, or the Overlook Hotel in The Shining, off of a hotel in Colorado, like an hour away from where I live.
Okay.
And I had some friends come visit from out of town last week, and I actually took them up there, and we had drinks at the hotel, which was a lot of fun. But so Stanley Kubrick, when they were looking at location scouting for the film, he didn't like the look of that hotel, so he was like, "We're not filming it there." They basically built their own thing in Oregon and stuff, and had several different sets. But Stephen King actually did film some of the miniseries at the hotel. So that's basically the only reason I want to watch the miniseries. But yeah.
Have you not seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
all 6 or 7 hours of it.
No, it sounds awful.
Well, you know, in the film, Danny's he's like a really cute-looking little kid, isn't he? And he's like really, really likable, and
Right.
you're really fit. Right, the little bastard in the remake, you just want to kill him with his annoying little shit personality and his fucking haircut that's shaped like a bell end. Get off! He's horrible. I just don't like him.
No, so I've never read the book of The Shining, but I know a lot of, like, I know the specific changes that Kubrick made from the book, and in my opinion, it makes it scarier. I think the film version is much scarier than the idea.
It is.
But
doesn't
the bit that springs to mind in the book is where the bushes shaped like animals come to life. That happens in the miniseries, and it just looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, that sounds silly. Like, because I was gonna say Doctor Sleep, I'm not huge on. Like, I didn't love
Doctor Sleep.
Doctor Sleep, but I found it fascinating that it's both a sequel to like Kubrick's film and also Stephen King's novel, because it's obviously adapting like King's follow-up novel, and there's some really goofy shit in Doctor Sleep. Like, have anyone else, have you seen Doctor Sleep, Nigel or Jackson?
I love the film. I've never read the book.
I've never read the book, but like the film itself had, like, compared to like the original Shining, has some really like goofy things that I feel like probably are like sequels to, you know, that original novel or something, because there's a whole, that you said you haven't seen it, Jackson?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, I'll be very, very vague, but there's some evil people in Doctor Sleep, and the method that they go about doing their evil shenanigans makes me think of Monsters, Inc. And I don't think that's very scary. Yeah, have
you seen the theatrical or the director's cut?
I've seen both. I prefer the director's cut a lot. I think it.
Why didn't put that on 4K? I will never know.
Oh, it's so stupid. Yeah, the 4K comes with the director's cut, but only on Blu-ray.
It happens with I almost bought The Exorcist 3 a couple months ago, and I saw it on 4K, but I was like, they don't have the Legion cut on.
No,
like that's the only cut I want to watch. So
yeah, it's so weird. I don't get why they do that, because the Shout Factory released all of the Child's Play films, and Seed of Chucky is only the theatrical cut, even though the unrated cut's a minute longer. Like, why not just do a 4K scan of that? Because every other film, like the direct to DVD ones, like what was it, Curse and Cult, they're the unrated cuts in 4K, but for some reason Seed is just the theatrical. It's really bizarre. But yeah, no, where was I going? Oh yeah, Monsters Inc.
Scream. I wish they'd done the unrated version of that. It's only seconds longer, but my god, it's brutal. What they cut.
That was on the Laserdisc, right? Like, that's the last time that had like a home media release.
The only way you can see it, I used to have the Laserdisc.
There's a similar example of that, of like Dress to Kill. The unrated version is only like a second difference, but it's a big difference. But I think the Criterion version does come with it.
Yeah, I've got the
Dress to Kill. It's more than a second difference.
Is it? Because it's just the elevator scene. I thought it was just like
the elevator scene, the bit in the shower.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What annoys me is I bought the Kino Lorber 4K. I've told this story so many times, and it says it's the unrated cut, which it is until it gets to the end. And there's a bit where Nancy Allen says in the unrated cut, "Judging by that cock in your pants, I don't think you're so married." In the R-rated cut, which is what they put on the fucking unrated cut, is "Judging by the bulge in your pants, You don't
Wait, so
look
they-
so married.
So it's not the unrated cut on the 4K?
It is unrated, yeah, but they don't put cock of left.
Oh, okay. So
Oh.
they are they aware
Now,
of this? Like, have they
Screen
done-
Factory, even though it's only one way, they would have done a replacement disc. I
Yeah,
weird
emailed
thing.
Keno Law, but they just didn't reply. No, just nothing.
that's
and
really
weird.
weird.
And the bit
Yeah,
in the
that-
shower at the beginning, Jesus Christ, it's
Oh,
that
that is-
grainy you can barely see it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish
yeah,
I had
there's
stuck to the Blu-ray.
Yeah, on the Arrow release that I've got here, I don't know if it's included on. Do you have like the Criterion or anything, Jackson?
No, but I've seen it. I rented it from the video store I used to go to. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you'd be able to find this on YouTube, but there's an extra on here called "Slashing Dress to Kill," and it's Brian De Palma and Nancy Allen, and they're actually talking about the changes made to avoid the X rating. So there's kind of like comparison shots, so you'll see like what the R-rated version is and the like X rating or the NC-17 cut at the same time, and it shows the differences between them, which is really interesting.
I've read the Pauline Kael article about it because she was like Brian De Palma's biggest fan and like, the critics back in the day. So I always want to, if I watch a new De Palma, I always want to read her thoughts on it. But
yeah.
I just got the bog standard MGM Blu-ray years ago, and now I've got the Keno Lorber 4K. Both of them have both cuts of the film, and you can watch the R-rated or the unrated.
Oh, nice. That just has the unrated, I think. Yeah, that's just one runtime. It just says 1080p presentation, but this has the stuff that's in the like uncut version.
I think if you've got the uncut one, the R-rated one, you don't need to watch it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Josh, what about you in terms of like a book adaptation?
This is embarrassing. So back in secondary school, I don't read much. I don't.
Sure.
It's embarrassing to say, but Fault in Our Stars.
I knew you were going to say Fault in Our Stars. I don't know why. I knew he was going to say Fault in Our Stars.
Probably because it's the most basic bitch fucking secondary school book to read.
That's okay. I just had a feeling. Yeah, Fault in Our Stars I kind of like. Yeah.
The film I rewatched not too long ago, and I'm like, it hasn't aged great. But the book's really good. I think the book's really good. Also, I wanted to read Looking for Alaska, which is also a John Green novel, and I watched the miniseries, and that miniseries is one of my favorite miniseries out there, one of my favorite shows. So I wanted to read the book, but apart from that, yeah, 4.5 stars. Embarrassing to say, but
No worries.
yeah.
I haven't read either of those, but I've read what's the other? Paper Towns. We read that in high school. Yeah,
that movie sucks.
Yeah, the movie's not good, but I remember the thing in the book was okay. Sam, actually, kind of on similar note, sort of. He said Perks being a wallflower. I do love the book as well.
I just watched that like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's one of the most popular movies on Letterboxd that I haven't seen. I need to get on that.
You want to know something really interesting that you might like about Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Okay. Is there a hog in it? No.
No. There's no hog in Perks of Being a Wallflower. I think Nige would weirdly like this too. So, do you know what Perks of Being a Wallflower is, Nige?
No.
It's like it kind of like a coming of age, like a school drama thing, like teenagers living their lives out of school, trials and tribulations, stuff like that from the 2000s, like 2010s or something. But something really interesting, there's like a woodshop teacher in the film who one of the characters has conflicts with, and he's played by Tom Savini. Which I just think is really cool. I was like, it's weird.
I think I've heard this before. Actually, I should watch it. That'd be fun.
Yeah, and Tom Savini is very funny. He only has a couple of scenes, but I'm like, I don't know why they cast Tom Savini in this, but that's fucking awesome.
I feel like I've seen him act in other things before.
He's been in a few Romero stuff because he's in like Dawn of the Dead and
he's Sex Machine in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah.
Dusk Till Dawn's the one I was thinking of. And he's in Day of the Dead. Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
I like Tom Savini as an actor.
He's in Martin, if you've seen that.
Yeah, he's in Martin too. I
I
love Martin. Have you seen Knight Riders?
No, but I've heard of it.
That's a great Romero film.
That's another Romero film, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so good. Arrow released it years ago, but I think it's out of print now. But I hope that gets to 4K soon, because that's really good. It's got, fucking guy's name from Ed Harris? Is it Harris?
Ed
From
Harris.
Creepshow.
I think so. Yeah. And is he in like Alien or is it
He's in
Alien?
History of Violence.
Yes. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Ted Harris, yeah.
Yeah, he's in that, and he's really good. But Tom Savini's in that too, and he plays like a right prick, but he's very entertaining.
Yeah.
I think the fucking neighbours are drunk.
But yeah,
Sing it.
Perks to being a wallflower is just like it's really relatable for a lot of reasons. Like Leon will probably work it out, but yeah, that film just fucking hits me a lot, and I've seen it like 3 or 4 times, and it's just it's so good.
Yeah, it's
What
very
you say?
good.
Is that me? It's next door. Falls like Venus. Talking to you.
We got some 90s tunes.
She's fucking 70-odd-year-old and she ain't yet. She's louder than a fucking raver. There's more than one voice.
Winslow said he watched the Wachowskis' debut feature Bound last night. Sexy and thrilling in all the right places. The noir influence is great. Gershon should have played more butch lesbians. I really want to see Bound. Yeah.
Good. Bound is good. And it's also got Jennifer Tilly in. I don't need to say anything else. I love Jennifer Tilly.
I like a system on Meg.
Meg. Oh, Meg's great in Psycho 2. Yeah.
I need that. Psycho 2 is another one that I need to like it was similar, like I've heard it compared a lot to Exorcist 3, like in the sense that it's like a sequel to a classic, but it actually kind of lives up to it and does something interesting.
I said this when I was on the stream with Nige on Pete's stream a couple of weeks ago, but I think I like Exorcist 2 more than the original Exorcist. Not Exorcist.
Exorcist 2.
Psycho.
Yes.
Psycho, not Exorcist 2. Jesus Christ. Fuck no.
He'd rather watch a load of locusts than your mother cooking socks.
Yeah, no. Psycho 2 is I think I like it more than the original, which is
Absolutely agree.
Yeah, it's so good. Psycho 2.
There's just something about that film, the feeling and everything.
Yeah.
There's just something it's got. It's fantastic.
I could, like, if somebody told me they wanted to watch Psycho 2, I would watch it any day of the week. I think it might be my favorite horror sequel of all time. Like, if I'm thinking like now, because like I know there's some great horror sequels out there, but in terms of ones that come to my mind, it's that, Exorcist 3, stuff like that, really. But Halloween 3 is excellent as well. Yeah. But yeah, no, Psycho 2 is amazing, and I think you'd really like Psycho 3 as well, Jackson, because he was inspired by Giallo cinema and the Coen brothers with like Blood Simple. Like they were the 2 films that, because Anthony Perkins directed it, which is really
interesting. There's a Psycho 3
and a Psycho 4.
Oh, I think I did know this. Yeah.
Get that Arrow 4K box set that's coming out. It is sexy.
Hey, guess what?
It's got all 4 in.
I'm getting early screeners of the 4Ks coming soon, so I'm really excited to check those out.
Hey, guess what? You're a cunt.
Hey, guess what? I guess I'm not sending them to you then.
So, is the original Psycho the uncut one?
I think it's just a port of a Universal disc, so it will be the uncut one.
Oh, thanks for that.
Yeah, I think they've got like an extra audio track that it wasn't included on the Universal release, but yeah, it's going to be uncut, I'm pretty sure.
I don't even have the original on 4K, I've just got them all on Blu-ray, so if that's the uncut one, yeah, for me this will probably be the ultimate Psycho set. If you have this, you won't need to ever buy it again.
You get 2 cuts of 2 aspect ratio versions of Psycho 4.
Well. Yeah,
which is really cool. But yeah, oh god,
they've all got double-sided posters. They've all got reversible artwork.
It looks so nice. Oh, I love the Psycho films.
Jackson, get it pre-ordered, man.
It's not getting. It doesn't have a US release. It's only UK.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, UK only.
Eventually, I'll move over there and have a region-free player, so I'll just.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah.
Well, the 4K is a region-free anyway. It's Arrow.
Oh, 4K.
Oh yeah. 4K is region-free. Yeah.
You can get the blue. I think you can get the Blu-ray one, mind.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I think.
What's the point?
I haven't seen the movie, but when I was at that old video store, I think they had the Blu-ray.
Oh, nice.
Um,
I do
Dylan
have all
said-
the Blu-rays that 2, 3, and 4 by Screen Factory,
No,
and I've got the original Universal, but I'll be keeping them. I won't be parting with them.
It's upstairs right now, but I have the German Turbine release, which is like an 8-disc set. It's fucking huge. It's got Psycho. It's the first time that Psycho was released uncut. Like, when they found that like extra footage and everything in 2018. So it's got 2 discs. It's got Psycho Uncut, and all of the films also include like TV, like standard definition versions in 4:3, which I think is a cool addition. So you get all 4 films. You get the Bates Motel TV film that came out. You get the Gus Van Sant Psycho remake. You get 2 or 3 Psycho like feature-length documentaries like the Psycho Legacy, and then there's one just about the shower sequence with like interviews with tons of filmmakers and stuff. It is like one of the coolest sets I own. So even though I'm getting the Arrow 4Ks, I'm still holding on to that because it has extra films and stuff.
I don't know how they lost that footage, because when I first recorded it off the telly on BBC 2, it was the uncut version. And then I must have recorded over, because when I recorded it again, I was like, hang on a minute. When that knife comes down after the stairs, you see it go 2 or 3 times, but the cut version, you only see it go down once.
Yeah.
And the other noticeable bit, there was another bit.
I think there's like a scene of nudity or something that wasn't in the original cut. I think
there might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, as well, I didn't realise this though, but also when you see him mopping the blood up, that's quite a bit longer as well, because they didn't want to show, even though it was black and white, they didn't want you to see the blood, because I suppose at the time it was quite sickening.
Yeah. No, it really did change a lot in terms of like what you're allowed to show, and
yeah.
Oh yeah, one of the first films to ever show a toilet flushing. Everyone probably knows that.
I've heard that. Yeah. This is, I think, mostly a question for Nige, because I don't think.
Yeah, I'm gonna zone out for a minute with this one because I know nothing.
No, I have no comment.
The genie is making a film about the life of Iron Maiden. Name the actors that would play the main band members.
Holy shit! Well, they're younger or as they are now, because they're all in the 60s now.
I don't know. I don't know what he kind of means by it, but.
Oh man. Oh my god! I would have to sit and think about that. I can't just like name that. Yeah. That's a toughie. No, what a question!
It is a really good question. I was like,
I'm trying to think of who played like the people in the Motley Crue one, but it's.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hard one to answer. That is.
No, definitely. I'm just gonna scroll to try and get a question here. Really, just because they brought it up, but Dylan was saying, Sam, keep an eye out for the Meg 2 Steelbook. Damn, I missed the announcements. It's like gone. Misses the announcement when you had the first one and misses the second one.
Meg 2.
Have you seen the Meg 2 yet, Leon? Or
no, I'm just so excited. It's so funny.
The Meg 2 Steelbook sold out.
I'm sorry, but the Meg 2 is fucking ass. It's
Meg 2, Meg 2 sweep.
The original Meg Steelbook. Well, every format of it really. They couldn't give the fucker away. I enjoyed the first one. But I've seen the trailer, and the CGI in 2 is really bad.
Yeah, I got the 4K Steelbook brand new in HMV for $750. That, like 3 years after it came out, it would not sell whatsoever. And this one sold out, but I know why. Because on Zavvi, underneath the Steelbook listing, it said limited to 1,000 units. So they knew if they say it's limited, people are gonna fucking buy it. They're gonna be like, I don't want to miss out on Meg 2.
Yeah, but I'm gonna pay 50, 60, 70 quid for that piece of shit, and I haven't seen it.
Unfortunately, 1,000 people already have.
You just hang on, Del Boy. I'm sure you'll get it on eBay for
my god! I had the most insufferable experience with it, and it kind of helped as well because everyone was on fucking Snapchat for a start.
The one shooting in the face for doing that.
And I'm thinking,
go to the cinema and run all the way through.
And I'm thinking to myself, being on Snapchat in 2023 is a different fucking problem. But also in a cinema, are you fucking kidding me? And then the guy next to me had a kid, right? The kid kept getting up and fucking sitting on him, and in return, he kept bumping into my chair, and I wanted to deck the kid in the face because he wouldn't stop. Like he wouldn't fucking stop. And
I didn't give a
on top
fuck.
of
He was
that-
only 2.
No, he was like he was fucking he was like 7. And then on top of that which makes it but
He was 7.
yeah, he was older than 2, so it's fine. But on top of that, I had to sit through the Meg 2. And yeah, I'd rather contract a fucking bacterial infection and watch that again. Because that movie is trash, man.
I'm so excited for the.
I'm not going to
Meg-
judge it till I've seen it because I will watch it. I mean, I'm not going to go to the cinema to see it though, but
Oh no!
I will probably get the Blu-ray because I've got the 3D Blu-ray. They won't release the 3D version now. I don't think. If they do, I'll get it.
It's so bad that I literally had to walk. I walked for a while until I reviewed it just so that I can sit with it because I had no idea what the fuck I just watched. I couldn't
I
see
mean, let's
half
face
of
it. Jason Statham isn't known for his cinematic masterpieces, is he? Really?
No, but Nige,
excuse
this
me,
is
Crank and Crank
Oh,
High
yeah,
Voltage
Crank.
are like
No, but
cinema-
Nige, this is taking the piss. Like
The
Like, the
CGI.
Meg 2's
I was like, what the? Please tell me this is an early fucking version, not the finished version.
nope, it's worse in the film.
I'm so excited. It just seems like Ben Wheatley somehow got the chance to direct a blockbuster. Like, do you know who Ben Wheatley
Yep.
is? Paige?
Yeah, we talked about it on
Ben Wheatley.
He directed Kill List, like that film from like 2011. horror
Rise.
film.
I've heard of his name.
Yeah, he's done a lot of horror things, like really indie, low budget shit.
In the Earth.
Which is really good, really good, like films. And then he's just making a blockbuster for some reason. And my theory and Josh's review. Have
This
kind
was
of-
my theory.
Oh,
This was my theory,
Okay, your
And-
theory that you
and I
confirmed,
told you about it.
I'm pretending to have. Sorry.
Yeah, you fucking theory thief.
Ben Wheatley got like $150 million, and he was like, "I'm gonna make the worst fucking film possible to waste all of the studio's money." That sounds so funny to me. It sounds so funny that he like, what do you call it? Sabotaged his own blockbuster because he was like, "Hey, I've got all this Warner Bros. Money. I'm gonna fuck it up beyond belief." That sounds amazing, and I want to see that if that's actually what
It's not funny for us daft cunts who went out to see it, though, is it?
Oh, I know.
Fucking cock.
Sam also asks favorite Scorsese film. For me, Taxi Driver, which I saw at the cinema on Friday. Very cool that you're got to check that out at the cinema. Yeah, I know Leon's answer for this for sure.
After Hours any day of the week. I fucking love it. But Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, and Bringing Up the Dead are all top 4 for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Nige?
Goodfellas for me.
Nice. Good
Yeah.
answer as well. And Josh?
Probably either After Hours or Wolf of Wall Street, but I'm more leaning towards After Hours, so that I'm not just a basic bitch again.
After Hours is a cool. It's one I still haven't seen. It's on Max. I've been meaning to watch it lately.
Oh,
I
good.
know.
I'm gonna recommend it. I'm gonna recommend it one day for the podcast.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea. For me, I'd go with King of Comedy, or I also really like The Last Temptation of Christ.
Yeah.
But I think it probably became comedy for me. Yeah.
You're the only person who does. Because
No,
I don't
yeah,
hear anybody
That,
talk
wait, that likes
I
Last
don't hear anybody talk about it.
Oh, people love Last
Oh yeah,
Temptation.
no. Oh yeah, no. It did really well.
Shut up and eat your fucking cereal, you.
I think,
I am.
Siskel and Ebert both liked it. They reviewed it because
Nearly
of
finished.
the controversy at the
Did
time.
he have the spoon on the ball?
Yeah, I mean, it got a Criterion release, so clearly some people like it.
Some people liked it.
I did
at
love
least-
Casino as well, but my God, Sharon Stone's character is one of the most annoying fuckers I've ever seen.
I need to
She's
see it.
horrible. Horrible.
Speaking of Casino, that's Del Boy's answer. He says, but it's only just type of thing. There's just too many great stuff at number one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, huh?
I was just gonna say, did you hear what Criterion announced today?
No.
They announced a new slate. They're releasing
Mean Streets, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
they're
that
releasing
one of
Mean
them?
Streets on
Yeah.
4K.
I did hear
which is
about this.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
yeah, but that's awesome.
What else
But, yeah,
did they announce?
They announced a Jackie Chan box set, Days of Heaven on 4K,
4K,
Last Picture Show on 4K, and
Tino Lorber have already done that.
Days of like
Or
Days of-
somebody has. It might not be Kino Lorber, actually.
Oh, Last Picture Show that got a Columbia Classics release. I'm pretty sure. Like, I think it was in that, but Criterion have got like an extra film and some other like cuts in it or something.
Yeah.
Like
Well, they also do. They tend to do better restorations than the studios. Like,
yeah.
I think Arrow often will do better restorations than Criterion, like kind of quietly, but like, but in terms of like comparing it to the studios, yeah, for sure, they put more care into it. But Del Boy or Sam says Casino's great. I'd say Goodfellas and The Wolf of Wall Street in my top 3 Scorsese films. Those are good picks as well, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Nige, I reckon you'd like the film Old Boy, as I know you loved. I Saw the Devil. Both brilliant. I was gonna say like Old Boy for me is like the quintessential like Korean revenge film. Like that one's
Isn't Old Boy part of a trilogy?
It is.
It's like
the
an
Vengeance
unofficial
trilogy or something?
Yeah. So it's part of this Vengeance trilogy, but they're not like the films are not connected other than just like thematically, like kind of like the Edgar Wright Cornetto trilogy or like Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy.
That's a good comparison.
Like Argento's, like he's got a few trilogies
like the
not related whatsoever.
Like the Mother trilogy, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
I think Nige, you know, one of the actors in I Saw the Devil, I'm pretty sure he's the lead in Old Boy too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but as soon as I seen the cover for Old Boy, I was like, that's him. I Saw the Devil. I recognised him.
Yeah, I've got the old like Arrow limited edition, and so it comes. So the first film was Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, then it was Old Boy, and then it's Lady Vengeance. But you can watch them in any order. You're not really like missing out or anything. But you can just watch Old Boy standalone. It is one of the greatest films ever made. Not just like one of the greatest revenge films, greatest Korean films. Just it is flawless. It's got some of the best action ever put to film. It's got some of the craziest reveals you'll ever see in a film. It looks gorgeous. It's insane. Like you would love it.
Is that limited set the one that had like sort of a yellow sticker on the front or something originally?
It had like a little J card and everything, but you open it up and it's like an elevator, which will make sense once you've seen the film. But yeah, they've also released like a standard collection, and
I've seen that one. Yeah,
I don't know if you're aware of this, Nigel, but Neon are re-releasing Old Boy in theaters like really soon, like I think later this month or something. So if you want to look into that, you could maybe go check it out in theaters. Yeah.
And I've also got a 4K copy of it
Nice.
from Arrow, which is really cool. So yeah, that's the like Arrow 4K, which is cool. I'm curious if the Neon restoration that's coming out is a new 4K restoration or not, because in here there's some like information about the transfer. Maybe, because I know it's a big cult film. Like I know people talk about it constantly, so it wouldn't surprise me if it did. Oh yeah, that's him. That's Truman Sick. Yeah, I in the back here it says it's like presented in its original aspect ratio, and it says it's been restored under the supervision of Park Chan-wook and was delivered to Arrow Films in 4K resolution. But if you go and look at the Neon restoration information, they say it's a 4K scan supervised by him. So is it the same scan or is it a new 4K restoration? Because this only came out like 3 or 4 years ago. So I'm really curious to see if that's like the same scan or something new, because if they're doing their own scan, then I kind of want to see that. But Neon don't release their own stuff in the UK, unfortunately, because like that really sucks. But I'd love to see it on the big screen. But I have a theory, and I'm gonna call this now, and I might be completely wrong. I think Old Boy's gonna enter the Criterion collection soon, because Neon have released films in the Criterion collection before, like Parasite, The Worst Person in the World, stuff like that. So I feel like if it's getting a US release, big release, they'll probably add it to the Criterion collection in 4K. Because I know it's been out of print in the States for like years now.
Yeah. Oh, and it's really, you can't find it on rental anywhere. It's really, really like difficult to track it digitally.
Yeah. I watched it with Sadie, but we had to acquire a copy online because it's literally impossible to legally watch that film in the States. Yeah.
I actually think I've only seen a DVD of it. I think I rented it from the old video store.
Yeah.
I want to say it was a DVD, so I haven't seen it in the highest quality. So I'm definitely going to be checking out this Neon re-release.
Yeah, and when you move to the UK, just get Arrow 4K, because you can get it in sales for like less than £15. That's like $20 or something. So yeah,
For sure. And also, I about a month ago or so, I was looking to check out Spike Lee's reinterpretation.
Reinterpretation
on Netflix, baby. I do want to see it because I'm so curious of like
You've gotta
why
watch
people
it.
hate it so much.
Spike Lee's reinterpretation of Old Boy is holy fuck. It is a disaster, but it's one of my favorite, like, so bad it's good films ever. Nothing about it works. It's fundamentally, like, if I had to make a list of the top 10 or bottom 10 films I've ever seen in my life, it would be right there next to The Whale. It is like fucking awful, but it's so funny. It's so funny. I get immense entertainment out of that reinterpretation. Yeah, definitely watch it at some point. Maybe we'll do a podcast episode where we watch Old Boy and Old Boy.
I don't. So we haven't set a date of when we're doing this, but I don't think I've told many people. But Nige, we're like, so me, Leon, Josh, and Brady are like thinking of starting a podcast soon where we'll do like a double feature review of movies. And the first one we have planned is Showgirls and Wild Things.
My picks.
Yeah.
And we're going around in like a circle, and then next episode I think it's Josh, and then Jackson, and then Brady.
Yeah, something like that.
So you're gonna have a game of hide the hard on.
I'm just gonna say I fucking hate Showgirls though. These guys love it. I hate it. So it's gonna be hell.
I really need to watch it.
Oh, you'll probably love it. It's so fun.
I borderline despised it.
Hey, Josh, do you want to see my next recommendations for the podcast?
Oh no.
What?
Oh god. That's too many, Leon. You're not allowed to
I'm kidding. That's just going to be for us and calls. We can go through them. Yeah, you're going to love it, Josh. I promise.
I could jump forward and watch that one.
Spiral!
No.
Spiral is the funniest film. I love it. It's so
I hate
entertaining.
I really like all the Saw films except for Jigsaw. That was so.
Yeah.
Spiral looks like poo water. It looks really bad.
Winslow says Double Indemnity is great essential noir film. Yes, I don't know. Have you seen that, Nige? Or
Double Indemnity? No.
Yeah, it's referring to like an insurance fraud scheme. It's basically like it's Barbara Stanwyck and what's the guy's name? Fred McMurray. Yeah, it's like classic, very straightforward film noir. But it is kind of funny. Like my friend and I were kind of comparing it to Basic Instinct a little bit when we were watching.
Put him down, obviously.
Yeah, that was fun. Hold on, I'm just finding some more comments. I'm just trying to get through, like kind of go a little bit further down as we kind of get towards it. We got Minajul here. Also up here saying, "Hey lads, how are we?" Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Always enjoy chatting with you. I managed to get 3 films over the weekend: The Uninvited 2009, Red Eye 2005, and Awake 2007. Had a blast with them, except for The Uninvited. Have you guys seen any of them? No. I haven't, but I think
I've seen Red Eye.
Yeah, Red Eye, yeah.
Red Eye's great. Red Eye is like really, really good. Wes Craven, like super underrated. I think.
Is that Cillian Murphy?
Yeah, Cillian Murphy and Rachel McAdams on the plane.
What a pile of shit that was!
I think I knew that. I think I had heard on another stream that you don't like that one, so I was waiting for that.
I went to cinema to see that thinking, oh, Wes Craven, and I'd seen the trailer. I was like, are they taking the fucking piss or what?
The film's fun.
It's fun. I think it's fun. And
it puts the fun in funeral.
I love the the desk assistant.
Oh yeah, I forget her name.
Do you really think I can remember anything about it?
The ginger one.
She's in a lot of comedies and stuff.
The ginger one. She's so awkward. Like the whole place just. Have you seen it, Jackson? You have, right?
I haven't. I need to.
No. Okay.
You don't. You really don't.
Basically, I'm being very vague. Something happens, and she's just like, okay, about the whole thing. It's very funny.
One thing I will say that might make Jackson more like make him more excited about a film is it's like a one location thriller film set on an airplane. At the end,
It's very funny.
if I had to compare the ending to anything, it would be the final like showdown. It would be the
And if you want me to translate that, you've got another fucking thing coming.
Yeah.
I think I picked out confetti.
Wait, so compared to the final scene in what?
Something to do with confetti, I think.
It's a very funny ending. Very.
The film is set entirely on an airplane, but the finale, if I had to compare it to anything, it would be Death Wish 3.
God, why?
Yeah.
His mind is always on Death Wish.
I love Death Wish 3.
I compare it.
Why?
Do you not remember how Death Wish 3 ends, Nige?
I remember how Death Wish 3 ended, yeah?
Yeah,
It's-
I don't remember how Red Eye ended, though.
Very similar.
Oh, did
compare
it?
How do you get a similar to a motorcycle gang in the streets of New York on a plane?
I don't know.
Not that part. Not that part. It's just a certain thing that's used in Death Wish 3. I don't know if you remember.
Is it after Bulletproof Asshole? Just like yours. The bit that happens after that.
I think so, yeah. It involves a form of weaponry, let's say.
Yes. When Gates gives it in.
Oh, I know where this is going. Oh, okay.
It's so ridiculous.
Oh.
Death Wish is a more realistic and better film.
Realistic. Yeah.
I love Death Wish 3 because it's a cartoon. Like that entire like third act is just a cartoon.
Realistic.
I've now laughed at Death Wish 3 and Taxi Hunter on stream. Losing my shit at the funniest things.
Taxi Hunter?
Taxi Hunter.
Yes. Oh,
Somebody goes hunting taxi drivers.
Yes,
so
literally.
Exactly what into that. So Leon, I
Wow.
don't think has seen the film. I've seen it.
I haven't.
Because Leon
I
recommended it to me, and he lost his shit when he was explaining the plot of it.
Yeah, it's have you seen like Ebola Syndrome or The Untold Story?
No, I've heard Ebola Syndrome is supposed to be pretty brutal, man.
It is, yeah. Same filmmaker, but this one's a bit tamer. But
yeah. So I watched Taxi Hunter expecting it to be like Ebola Syndrome, like hyper violent, like cartoonish, like really, really vulgar. It's not. It's like your standard, like, you know, sort of violent thriller. But yeah, basically the plot of it is that this guy played by Anthony Wong from like Hard Boiled and all those Hong Kong films. His wife is pregnant. And she is like hemorrhaging, like she needs to go to the hospital to probably have like a C-section or something, an emergency. Leon is gonna die at this, so he calls a taxi, and but the thing is, like, somebody outside basically like steals the taxi, he's like, because he offers more money than what Anthony Wong is able to pay. I don't know. Why is Leon dying at this? Okay, so anyway, they're not able to get the taxi on time, so his wife dies. And so
You crackhead, stop.
So because of this, Anthony Wong's character goes throughout the city of Hong Kong and starts hunting taxi drivers to get revenge on them because they killed his wife, sort of.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
Sounds
I've heard of
great.
a weak plot, but Jesus. Wow.
Sounds great.
It's just as funny when you describe it.
Thank God.
It's so funny. I don't know why. Oh my god.
How do we move on from that? Sam says his favorite Woody Allen film is Annie Hall, followed by
Oh no,
your
fucking
favorite Midnight in Paris.
No! No!
Annie Hall is so annoying.
I like Annie Hall. Don't be mean.
Oh yeah, I don't think you were there earlier, Josh,
Don't-
when we were talking about
Don't
it.
be
Yeah.
mean about Woody Allen.
Midnight in his daughter wife's minge.
Yeah, exactly. Let me marry my fucking daughter.
I don't
Let's
like
not be
Woody
mean to
Allen.
him.
I don't like Woody Allen. I'm just saying. I like
And nail her
And
ass
he's
to the
old.
sheets.
You hear Woody Allen doesn't shut up in Annie Hall. She's like for like an hour and a half, and it's like, shut the fuck up, you annoying little scrote. Die in a hole. You're fucking annoying. Like he's
You missed out ugly, skinny little.
Oh, he winds me to fuck up whenever I see his
He does have a
face.
face a dog wouldn't fucking lick, doesn't he?
He's got a big ass conker on him. Like his
Yeah.
nose is like.
Yeah, he's a fanny magnet. When the 5.
What?
His daughter was when he married her.
Roman Polanski joins in with that one then.
I wouldn't know. I haven't heard about him yet. Nobody would tell me, so I've got to Google it and see what he's
he
done.
fucks kids.
Roman
What the
Polanski.
fuck?
He got charged with rape of a child and
like an 8-year-old
when?
or 11-year-old.
Eight?
Wait, is this Polanski or Woody Allen?
Wasn't it like
Yeah,
8 or
Polanski.
11 or something? Like I know it was really young.
Polanski?
Polanski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13. Yeah, it's really young.
13. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jesus. I thought it was 8, but still, it's like fucked.
Well, and yeah, no, it's. So
And you got
fucked
all
up.
of the actors supporting him as well, like saying, "Oh, he's innocent."
Yeah.
We get so many like actors and directors sign like the Polanski petition to
Oh,
try and get him
yeah.
to come back to the U.S.
They're probably part of the pedo ring as well. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised. On
You know, Wes
then,
Anderson's
now
doing
then.
that.
A
Yeah,
lot of
non-
people I respect, Bong Joon-ho signed it. Like lots of people I respect signed it. Like oh, so
David
bad.
Lynn.
now then, boys and girls. Mm-mm.
We
Goodness
have
gracious
another,
me.
good
Sniff
question
those
from-
fingers.
We do have another good question from Sam though. He says favorite John Hurt film.
I know what Nigel's answer is going to be, and it's probably the same as mine. So you go first.
The Elephant Man.
Yeah.
Nice. For me, it's Alien, but
Oh, Alien.
check out.
Ah! Stop telling jokes now. Wow, give a serious answer.
I love how
Who's in
Nige,
Alien?
you hate Alien, but you think that you're like in the majority with that. Like it's like you are
It's
so
like-
in the minority on
No,
Yeah,
I know how wrong everybody on the planet is. I just want to know that I'm right. I know I'm in the minority, but I know it's shit. What a fucking snooze fest!
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
What about you, Josh?
Elephant Man, because it's the only one I've seen. I think.
Okay.
Okay.
No Harry Potter films?
Oh, fuck
They're really
knows.
good as well.
I've seen like half of them, and I don't remember most of them.
Midnight Express.
The only one I remember is the third one because it was Alfonso Cuarón.
Doesn't John Hurt play like Hellboy's dad in the Del Toro films?
I think he does.
Have you seen Midnight Express?
I haven't. I want to see it. That's Alan Parker, isn't it?
Oh, it's fucking. Oh my god! I remember it. Really, really disturbing when I watch it. 'Cause it's a true story.
Mhm.
The
Yeah,
guy
I really
gets
want to see it.
caught smuggling drugs, and he ends up in a Turkish prison.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but
And John Hurt's a prisoner in there as well. It's an excellent film,
What the fuck?
Okay.
and the
Yeah.
soundtrack is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I'd love to check it out.
Oh.
I really like what I've seen from.
V for Vendetta
Alan
as
Parker.
well. Damn.
Yeah, he's in V for Vendetta. Yeah.
Winslow
Oh,
says,
The Tigger movie. Holy shit.
Yeah, we were
Watership
just talking-
Down.
we
Yeah.
were just talking about this. Winslow says if you want to feel bad about one of your favorite people in film, just check the points.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
it's
if you look at that
horrible.
list, you will find your favorite director like signed it.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Yeah.
Too many people signed it. It's horrible.
What is the petition they've signed to let him off?
So he's
It's
innocent.
to
Yeah.
get him like to be like pardoned so he can come
Of course,
back.
Woody Allen fucking signed it, didn't he?
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As did Jimmy Savile and Gary fucking Glitter probably, and Rolf Harris.
Now then,
Yeah.
now then.
Darren
Goodness
Aronofsky.
gracious me, boys and girls. How's about that then?
This guy.
No, Gael Garcia Bernal signed it. Jesus Christ.
Winslow says completely get the Allen hate. I'm not a defender of his at all. Just unfortunately, falls that category with Polanski of talented individuals who are also not good people. Yeah, no. I don't think anybody would say that you were defending him as like a person.
Oh
but, just as I think you just mentioned you like Annie Hall, which is totally fine. But
Annie Hall pissed
Alan
me off
Hay.
so much.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. I've always hated the cunt.
Yeah. What movie or movies are we all looking forward to in 2024?
Fuck knows, we're not there yet.
Craven the Hunter! It got delayed.
Yeah.
It looks so bad. I'm so excited. That's it.
It's like a vampire film, like, but in the Sony Marvel universe.
No, not a vampire. No. He's the hunter.
Don't say
Scream 7.
Don't say, Leon. Don't say that. Don't say Craven because Minhajul will come in his pants. He loves Marvel.
Craven.
Wes.
No, Wes Craven's great too, but Craven looks so funny. It looks like fucking dog shit. Awful. I can't wait. I'm seeing it day one. I love bad films. Is that been delayed?
Yeah, to January.
Oh, or is that just a UK release? Because
Has Scream 7 got a release date yet?
No.
I don't know. Yeah,
I'm sure they said it was next year.
Oh my god, Madam Web.
Yeah, they've been putting them out like once a year, haven't they?
Madam what?
Madam Web, new Spider-Man film thing.
Madam Web.
That seems like absolute dookie from what I'm guessing.
There's got Sydney Sweeney in.
So
Garfield.
Scream 7 will be late 2024 or early 2025.
What's that, Scream 7?
Yeah, Scream 7. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to wait till 2025. I might be dead by then.
No.
I am a big fat fucker. I'm a heart attack waiting to fucking happen.
No.
Please make it before I die.
I think probably.
I don't know. I hope to have it out by. That'd be cool if it came out like Halloween next year.
Because they keep releasing them in like early
March.
January.
They keep releasing them. They relegate them to like January trash movies. Because I think Scream 5 was like February, and then I think
new director as well.
Yeah, it's the fucking Happy Death Day guy and stuff, and Paranormal Activity guy, Christopher Landon. I mean, he's okay. It might be interesting. I like the other guys, but I wasn't like huge on 6. Is it 6 that just came out?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, I wasn't huge on that, but it had some good stuff in it. Yeah. I need to revisit it. Maybe I'll like it more on a rewatch.
I actually like 5 better than 6. I'll be honest.
I think 5 is better. Yeah.
I think 6 kind of is a step up in terms of like the violent set pieces, but like I like it just annoyed me a little bit too much, like with some of the meta stuff. Like 5, I thought was a little bit more clever in that way, but yeah,
I think the third act reveal in 5 is very funny, and it's I know it kind of turns a lot of people off, and they're like, oh, that's cringy, but I think it's very funny as someone who's big into like online film discussion and all of that stuff. I thought it was very funny.
Well,
Richie's practically just a fucking incel who's like,
don't ever, promise me, please don't come to my funeral because you'd laugh if your fucking ass was on fire by the sounds of it. He went out to when people are getting murdered. It's very funny.
Taxi Hunter.
Have you seen the scene where he gets a rusty razor blade right down his bell end? It's so funny.
That will probably make me laugh.
Leon's
fucking warped.
You're like my mom, bro.
Leon's a big fan of the. I don't know if you've seen this, Nige, but you know the house that Jack built.
No, but I want to.
Yeah, it's. I love it too, but Leon fucking loves.
Likes it for a different reason. He thinks it's funny.
No, it is funny, but I think Leon thinks parts of it that I don't think are funny. Like there's a scene that is played very straight in the movie where this guy just murders a couple kids, and Leon thinks it's hilarious. Like we
need to explain.
I think we need to have a fucking conversation. There's something not right in it.
That's just a scene. Like, I can't.
You're not helping your case here. Like,
if you saw it, maybe you'd find it funny too. It's just something he does after.
I bet he pissed himself laughing all the way through Terrifier and sat straight faced through Airplane.
No, I love Airplane, and I actually found Terrifier 2 really, really solid. Like, I didn't find it super funny, which is surprising.
It fucking is.
But no, yeah, there's just a scene in the house at Jackville, and it's just. It's kind of funny because, like, you were talking earlier about how, like, you've seen films and, like, you hate, like, the actors, like the Shining TV series where, like, he's like a fucking idiot. You want to see him, like,
the Bell End Aircut kid, yeah.
Yeah, and, like, in this, like, they're the most annoying kids, even though they're already on screen for like 2 minutes, and it's like weirdly satisfying seeing this happen. After the fact. I'm just gonna fucking tell you, and you might forget by the time you watch the film. Spoiler alert for the house at Jackville. After he like kills them, he's like on a date with their mom, and he's like shot this kid in the head or whatever, and he's like sat a fucking picnic. He's made a picnic because this kid's like decomposing body is there, and he's getting his mom to like feed him food, and he's like, "Don't leave him out."
Oh, that is quite.
It's so
The
stupid.
thing is, I get how it's kind of like could be somewhat, but it's played so dark in the film.
Lars von Trier is quite a funny director at points, though, and I don't think he doesn't realize it.
And there's other stuff in the movie that is like really like genuinely like played as a joke, like, you know, like there's a murder that he does and he's like he cleans it up, but he's not convinced at all that he's got rid of
Yes.
it. And he's like really panicking, like, and he like goes back into the house, so you're watching this guy like, you know, really just kind of go the extra mile to try and cover up his own tracks. It's really like his OCD.
It is Matt Dillon, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love the line.
Yeah, it's
where-
probably the best performance I've seen from Matt Dillon, which is really saying something. But yeah,
Apart from Wild Things.
Apart from
he's
Wild
really
Things.
funny in Wild Things. Yeah.
I love the line in the house at Jack Bill where he's just done it. He's just killed her, and then the narrator's like, "A serial killer with OCD," or whatever. Like, it's so funny.
OCD.
Oh,
And he just keeps going back.
The house at Jackville is so funny.
It goes throughout the whole house with like a chair, and then it moves it, and there's a bit of blood, and he goes back in. and
Right,
there's
can we
nothing
stop
there.
or I won't have to fucking watch it?
Yeah.
But
No,
no,
it's just like-
spoilers over.
It's very
Oh, and there's the chair he's on about. Oh, and there's the kids getting killed. Oh, and there's the picnic, and there's that. Don't you fucking watch it now?
Don't worry, that we've only talked
That's
about
hardly
two of the
anything. That's
six,
hardly
like,
anything.
It's like a 3-hour-long film, and there's like 6 main things, and we've only
3
briefly.
hours?
It's
like-
it's 2.5. 2.5.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like
Holy
2 or something.
shit.
It's a
It is
long
long.
film.
It is long, and
It's
there
great.
are stretches that are like, I could see
A bit-
people finding less engaging than like the main story, but I still like. You know, I
The
still
one
find
where
that
he's
stuff
talking-
interesting.
The part about idols and stuff like
Yeah,
that. and
let's
artists.
not get into that too much. I want the end of
let's-
the movie to
let's-
be-
Yeah.
But Menagel says Nige will say anything but fucking Marvel for what he's looking forward to in 2024.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we all would agree with that at this point.
As long as it's not the
Cleveland.
UB40 fucking biography, because I certainly will be staying clear of that as well.
Yeah. We got my friend Levi, a personal friend of mine. Hey, how's it going, man? He says The General is a classic from Buster Keaton. Yeah, definitely. The General is a good entry point if you haven't seen too much of his stuff. Like, it's from what I've seen, it's like the most technically impressive in terms of stunts. Like, it's nuts what he did. Like, it's a miracle he didn't die making that movie. But let's see. So given that William Friedkin just passed away recently, very sadly, what's everybody's favorite William Friedkin film?
Haven't seen any.
Cruising for Leon, looks like.
Yeah, I love Cruising. It's great.
Exorcist for me.
Exorcist, nice. For me, I'd go Sorcerer. I'm actually at the my local theater. I'm actually like programming a thing where we're gonna tomorrow night we're actually showing Sorcerer to a crowd. So yeah, really looking forward to that. So it's a. Have you seen it, Nige? Actually,
No.
I think you would really like it. It's a very like tense thriller about a group of people who have to transport a truck of dynamite in South America, and the truck is like really rickety, and there's a good chance of like the dynamite exploding and killing all of them. And it's got a fantastic score by Tangerine Dream as well.
I was just going to say, I bought the original MCA pressing of Sorcerer, and then I also got the Waxwork Records subscription one as well. And I played the original. What a pile of fucking shit!
Really? Oh, shit.
I hated it. It was just noise. It was crap.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm hoping when I find them, I'm hoping to get rid of the bastards.
Well, there you go. I will say though that the movie itself uses the score pretty like sparingly. It's not like blaring down on you the whole time. But okay, wow, interesting. Because I love the Sorcerer score.
Wow. I played it once. I was like, yeah, I never ever want to hear that again. Obviously, if you're watching the film, it's different. But I mean, Roy Scheider's in it, isn't he? So.
Yeah, and also like I mentioned it to you sparingly, like the best scene in the film, the one that it's on the poster, it's the scene of like the truck on this bridge. Yeah, I don't think there's any score in that scene. I might have to go back to it, but I'm pretty sure that's just silent, which works pretty well for it.
It's a very deceiving title then, if that's what it's about.
It is. Technically, the title is just the name of one of the trucks.
See, I thought it was all wizardry and all that bollocks.
I thought so too before I had ever seen the film, but yeah.
This is why I've never seen it. Now I want to see it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Has anybody released it?
It's got a Entertainment
Arrow?
One Blu-ray over there.
I thought, did Arrow release one or?
They released Cruising. They haven't released Sorcerer though. But yeah, Entertainment One released it, and the only extra on it is I think you'll really like this, Jackson. It's the full hour and 20-minute interview with William Friedkin and Nicholas Winding Refn.
I love it. So
What's this on Cruising?
On Sorcerer's Blu-ray.
Oh.
So Friedkin, he did an interview with Nicholas Winding Refn, who did like Drive and Only God Forgives and stuff like that. And there's a part where Nicholas Winding Refn is saying that his own film, Only God Forgives, is a masterpiece, and Cruising is like, "Are you fucking high?" Like he like goes after him, and he's like. He's like, your film came out 4 years ago. Like 4 years isn't even what is it? A pimple on the asshole of humanity. Or whatever. Like, it's so good.
Wow.
Right. Friedkin has so many funny interviews with
R.I.P. to
the king.
Yeah. Well, I think we might go ahead and start wrapping it up just because we're approaching that 3-hour mark, but I just want to start off by saying thank you guys so much for coming on the stream. I've had a really great
pleasure.
Time with all of you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I just want to give you guys all the chance to plug anything you have coming up on your channel soon, and I'll start with Leon.
I have nothing in the works, but I'm probably gonna do a video on my Vestron pickup soon and everything, and then maybe some collection videos. I'm really slacking on those, so I probably will do my Criterion one soon. But I might also do a live stream soon, so I might get some of you guys on if you're interested. Maybe.
Cool, yeah. Depending on the day for sure. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, but apart from that, that's about it, really. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, I've been kind of like, I don't really have much in the works on my channel either, even though I really need to, because it's been like 2 weeks since I've uploaded anything other than a stream. But yeah. But what about you, Nige?
I was going to do my 4K collection. I mean, it's not huge. Maybe it'd make like probably 1 or 2 videos. But the more I think about it, I want to wait for the stuff I've got pre-ordered to come out first. So I might put that on hold just for a little bit. The next one I do might be every vinyl edition that I've got of the Sex Pistols, never mind the bollocks.
Nice.
I'm going to do the entire Sex Pistols because I've got some fantastic singles. I've got every French single that was ever released, and there's some rare ones. I've also been asked, to do the entire Feeder vinyl collection. People are thinking, who the fuck are Feeder? They're a Welsh band.
Okay.
And I was also eventually, I do want to do my soundtracks as well, my vinyl soundtrack collection as well.
Oh, that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like great stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
what about you,
Thank
Josh?
you.
I'm planning to do that World's Fair video still.
Oh yeah.
Just going to take a long time, but the one which I want to focus on is my Euphoria video. It might be over an hour long because there's so much to talk about with it. But at the minute, I need to get a new microphone because this one's on its way out. When I record videos, I don't know if you noticed, but the audio just goes like that all the time.
I haven't
It's
noticed it, but
Nice.
I still need to check out your blonde
Yes.
review thing. I need
Oh,
to-
that's where you can really tell it fucks up.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
So I need to get a new microphone. But apart from that, the Euphoria, I also gonna be. My next video is gonna be Best Picture nominees from 2022 ranked. I'm planning on going down the years, so
Oh, nice.
I did last year's nominees ranked. I want to do the year before's nominees ranked. You know when West Side Story and that came out.
Oh yeah.
I'm planning on doing that. So yeah, a few things, but I have to work it around my job and stuff. So
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of busy as well. Like my fiance is actually she's about to move like an hour away because she got a job over there. So I'm like in the next week I'm going to be helping her move a lot and stuff. So I'll be busy as well. But figure out time for sure.
yeah. Plus, it's like figuring out what would be good content for my channel and what direction I actually want to go. Because a lot of the time I keep flip flopping all the time, and it's really fucking annoying. But I've got a busy month, so I've got to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Still figuring it out.
Yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, that's going to do it for this stream. So thank you guys so much again for coming on. And thanks to everybody in the comments who made the stream great with some awesome kind of banter and really good questions in there. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, well, that's it. And see you guys in the next one.
See you
you later, guys.
later.
See y'all.
See ya.
Bye.